Hey everybody, it's Ganzo the Gamer, and we're here on a Sunday afternoon or whatever time and day it is where you are, and watching this to play some more Magic in celebration of the Magic Mythical Invitational. That's the right name, right?
Mythic Invitational.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm joined with
Dr. Venture Sr., because we are jumping in here since they just wrapped up the Mythic Invitational, which we were watching.
Exactly.
So we're like, all right, it's done. We may as well go through and play ourselves.
and we're going to win some matches and convince ourselves that we get $250,000 for winning.
Heck yeah, I know I'm good enough to qualify, right? Which is why I totally qualified.
Of course. No, you know, you just missed it by, what, three ranks?
Yeah, something like that.
Just, 3 tiers of ranks, that's what I mean. 3 tiers, not ranks.
Just 3 tiers, that's all.
That's what we're at, was
it? But I still enjoyed that. Despite all of the shenaniganery, I still very much enjoyed the more things of that level and caliber.
Yeah, actually, an arena being played, like the presentation, is so much better to watch than paper. I hate to say it. It's true. But anyways, we're so in love with Standard that what we're going to do is not play Standard, and we're going to do the event that we're finally getting to now. The treasure for stream. We've actually both tried.
Yeah, we're finally getting around to Treasure Constructed.
And not to brag, I've got Skewer the Critics.
Oh yeah, I also
which you get from one win.
I also have Skewer the Critics because I've just been kicking butt in this mode and picking card styles later.
Yep. Speaking of card styles, too, wait, where is it? Right above us, in the corner there's a bunch of codes scrolling around, which are the ones that were in the PAX invitational stuff. So if you don't have any of those codes, make sure you snag them.
There was a bunch going in today.
Yeah.
Sparkle Druid, I believe, was the latest one I came across.
It's in there.
Nice.
Yeah, I couldn't find any more.
Yeah, and there was Shiny Goblin Pirate. And, Foil Fungus?
Foil Fungus, yep.
I mean, there was, earlier to that, there was Super Scry and...
Yeah, Super Scry, Parallax Potion, Foil Fungus, Shiny Goblin Pirates, Sparkle Druid, so yeah.
And all redeemable in the store, so yeah, get your card styles and the appropriate card if you don't happen to have it.
Just in case anybody's wondering, that's where you go, is right there, just type them in there.
Well, I haven't claimed some of them, so we might be able to give a demonstration for that later.
And the codes are right there, so make sure you get them. I was on it like right away. Like, give me the free stuff. Oh man, I'm back at silver now because of the...
Oh yeah, it all reset.
I've already opened my packs.
Legit?
I haven't tried yet. See if I can get farther in Standard here now that it's set. I made it to Platinum. Like, literally right at the end, I got to Platinum. I'm like, I am not touching this until the season's over.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I did not bother making it out of gold. I've been in Platinum before, and I was just like...
I know. I haven't actually made it yet, so I finally ground my way there. The secret was playing a lot of matches.
I mean, ideally, I would be kind of shooting for Mythic, but I don't.
So, what should I take?
What do you figure is going to be good in a mode where you're going through and basically getting splashable ramp match?
I've figured, I mean, I've seen Gates do alright. I don't know if I've actually tried Blue Tempo. I've tried Mono Red Aggros. Those variants several times. They got me to 3 wins, actually. I mean, the joy of this is if I, like, die twice, I decide on a new deck and try again.
True. It's just, the mode's free. So you just keep on banging your head against the wall until something works.
Or the mode goes away.
Or that too. That's where I kind of jumping in on it a bit late.
Actually, I think they've added time to it.
How do they?
It says it ends in 20 hours. Oh no, I think it's because you have to enter a certain amount of time and then you get a little bit of extra time afterwards to actually complete the event.
Yeah, the extra. Yeah, again, I haven't really been playing much of it. Because, invitational. Spending a lot of time watching that.
And I was determined to get my my platinum, so I've been playing actual Magic. Actually, not that the decks I've seen are necessarily that much different.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of tools.
I've seen some stuff that's basically purposeful. Just crazy wide all over, flashing all the things and big and crazy.
I'm gonna opt. Take a gamble here.
What little I have played it, but again, yeah, the Mythic Invitational was pretty sweet. I think they ended up popping out at like 120 some odd thousand views.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
At least there's interest. I mean, what were like some of the views on like the GPs when they're still broadcasting them? They were getting depressingly low.
Like I think with those ones you top out at like 40.
20, 30,
Yeah.
I think it was. So,
I mean, this proves that with the right presentation and marketing and personalities and everything, it really can be.
Yeah, it can be something that people are interested in. It
can be a top tier esport.
I don't know about top tier because 100,000 is pretty small for.
Hey, you got to give them credit for trying here.
Well, this is their first go, though. I mean, it's probably going to grow.
And I mean, there were hiccups with the presentation, but fortunately they got those rectified as they kept going along. Though even still disappointing, we were subject to some of those.
Yeah, it was an audio glitch that made them lose with a 10K.
There was two things. First was, it was slated for 10:30 Eastern, or for us that would have been 7:30 Pacific. And they had a countdown timer going. They announced, and if you went on the Twitch page and started watching,
What are they playing?
flash all the colors.
I think they might be.
Yeah, they had a timer going, counting down when the stream was supposed to start. When the trailer
Take it.
and then the preview cards.
Yeah.
And when it got down to 0, it reset to 5 minutes. It did this a number of times, to the point where people were just, tweeting about it like, is this like an early April Fool's joke? Guys probably would have been better off like not having any timer at all, rather than just continually resetting it. Another one chimed in and was like, and this was better because...
Oh man, I'm so happy I saved this retort right now.
Very nice. Another one chimed in and he was like, yeah, basically this presentation feels like a looping combo of Nexus of Fate with silence.
I like it.
Because by the time the stream did kick in, it was the big reveal trailer for War of the Spark, and it had no sound. And then it kicked over from that into the actual panel of people presenting, talking about the trailer and then presenting the preview cards, and there was still no sound. So they eventually got wise to that and tap danced a bit in order to like kind of wait out the audio issues before they started showing any of the cards. But then they completely dropped the ball in that they didn't immediately run back the trailer for everyone that had tuned in. So you didn't get to see it with sound until the very end of the whole thing.
I guess they have timing to keep up on too, though.
But it's like, I tuned in for the trailer, man. Like, yeah, the cards are sweet, but
yeah,
I really wanted to see that, and a lot of people just went through and kind of took it.
All right, come on, big money, no whammies. Nope, that's a whammy. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, I saw the comments after the fact of like, the trailer was nice, it would have been great with sound and all of that, but I didn't actually watch the trailer. I saw that it was going off with technical difficulties, and I tuned away.
Makes sense.
Because I didn't want to go through and experience it in not the way that it would.
Well, see, what you don't realize is Watsy actually never made sound for it, so this was just a cover-up.
They just ad-libbed it in after the fact and uploaded it to the channel, to the YouTube channel afterwards.
Yeah, well, they finally got it working, you know, later, but not right away. Oh, am I?
So yeah, that was the worst part too. Is like they kicked in the trailer after the presentation was done for the panel, all the card previews, which
that was uncalled
a
for.
lot of sweet previews out of those, and a lot of sweet previews over the course of the day. But then when they ran back the trailer again, and lo and behold, we had sound this time. It kept on chopping up and getting glitchy and whatnot because of the streams. So at that point, I just
Keep up the pace.
muted it and went to YouTube. And
Can't believe them. I mean, screwing up the live thing, audio issues. How could they do that? That would never, like, we'd never have problems like that in our streams.
yeah, it's not like we ever have issues like that. Like, come on, Jesus.
Live, everything is perfect live.
Well, it was funny because it's like,
Nothing could possibly go wrong. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely a.
the thing that killed me was like I thought we'd already seen like the worst of the flubs presentation reveals
Always
with
nice to get out of the lab.
Borderlands 3 earlier this week.
Well, let's see what the wind
I
blows.
thought we saw the
in.
worst of it with Borderlands 3. The hiccups that they had during the presentation.
I actually didn't catch the presentation.
And then these guys were like, nope, hold my beer. So that was it. Nonetheless, you haven't seen the trailer.
I have not. No, I have not seen the trailer.
You need to watch it. It's a good trailer. Like, that gave me a whole range of emotions and thoughts
You know,
about the whole thing.
I haven't seen it. We normally do a card pack. We are set up for that, but last minute maybe we should just throw that on when we do our transition, because we should have the relatively easily set up to be able to do that.
Yeah, we should still have that set up as one of the windows.
I think I have to make a quick change, but I can do it.
Shimmy over. Because, yeah, the trailer's sweet, and I don't want to give away too much. Just, really, the overall... The Mythic Invitational itself, and then the trailer have been like, okay, you guys can really kick it up to this notch. Why don't you just keep going on this bubble? Like, really, you're trying to broaden the audience and widen your appeal, get as many eyeballs as you can on this. Follow through on the natural path that this kind of is leading you towards.
I mean, I hope that that's what they'll do, because it's been successful. But
Yeah.
as we say way too often, Watsians.
Sometimes they're their own worst enemy.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like, oh, this is successful. Let's either run it into the ground or completely run it awry.
There
Okay,
you
so
2.0.
Naturally.
Let's slow this down.
Always a fan favorite. Saw a lot of play at the Invitational.
I've been so close to trying to just build one of these decks. Maybe not this one, because this is definitely for this mode.
Yeah.
We need to move
Well, yeah,
quickly.
seems like a Super Friends deck.
Yeah.
Which, War of the Spark. That is lending itself to that. That's gonna be Super Friends all over the place. Especially with some of the walkers that they've already released. Woo-wee!
I've only
Excite, dude. Excite.
I've only really seen Tybalt and the Lily. Oh no, I saw the Jace as well. Those are the only spoilers I've seen so far.
JC Poon. I saw all the
Or
stuff
sorry,
that
as far as Planeswalkers, I saw a couple of the cards as well.
yeah, I saw everything that they spoiled during the actual presentation.
Dive down.
Nice. Which was 17 cards, not 16. As well as the ones that they throughout the day. And then, people retweeting them and regramming them.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with that as much as possible.
Now
Here's
what?
my ego too.
It's cool seeing how they're going through and doing the spread. As we kind of expected what to do. If you're getting a Planeswalker in every pack, you can't have them all. It just doesn't make sense. And so, they are going all the way from uncommon up to them.
Yeah, which is interesting. And they're not all like 3 abilities either. Well, like Tybalt is just literally you can
Well,
negative.
But
But that not the can't heal thing is pretty
Well, this is how they've approached it: is that every single planeswalker has a static ability, and the ones, at least from what it seems like, that are at the uncommon level, don't have the bonuses that the mythic one, which is having the ability to, have multiple triggers.
Right, yeah, nice.
So, in effect, the uncommon planeswalkers are more akin to an enchantment
Let's see what we got.
that you can activate that has a clock on it, and you can also attack. So it's like they're more like enchantments that you can interact with.
Which is actually really cool.
Yeah. So from that design approach,
Yay!
Yeah, from that design approach, I think that's really cool. They've just come up with different tiers of planeswalkers. It harkens back to what they had originally planned out for the planeswalkers to operate, which is more
I'm going to
similar
take
a saga.
their bolus.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
Which is how much? 4. Sorry,
Cost you 6.
I'm both trying to stay engaged in the conversation and play the.
No, legit, dude.
It's 4, yeah. Which I don't even have to spend my treasures on.
Beautiful. And
And I can use it to kill Raw. Oh wait, no, I can't because it's got summoning sickness.
You can still throw a Terramander at well.
Yeah.
Face.
Face. I'm faring fairly well in the Super Friends battle.
I'm
Well,
sure
yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that
discover
they
a
ended
lot.
up teasing that did seem like it would lend itself to Super Friend shenanigans, like I believe the Johnny Planeswalker was right up that alley. I can't remember this abilities.
Well, with so many Planeswalkers, is it just going to be Super Friends, or are we going to see like different Super Friend variants, like large numbers of them? Because,
What do you mean?
well, they're not all going to be the same Planeswalkers. Could you really just call it Super Friends at that point? You might need better naming for it.
Huh. Super Friends. We'll always be Super Friends. That is the archetype for jamming as many Planeswalkers.
Well,
as
yeah.
possible.
But I mean, it's like I think they're going to need to be more qualifiers beyond Super Friend something. If this is that seven.
Well, yeah, of course. But that will arise as the flavors and variants come about.
Yeah, there we go. They're going to double.
I mean, we've only seen a small portion of all of the stuff in the set so far. So people can't even start to really begin coming up with speculative brews, so people have already been going ham on the speculative finance for cards that have rise with the cards that they've already previewed. One of them being Liliana, the one from M19. That one I will just like go get yours now before the spike in price. There's a new Liliana, and the fact that, again, as I mentioned, this is War of the Spark, this is the culmination of the whole Nicole Bolas
Thank
storyline.
me later.
What were they doing on Amonkhet? Eternals. What were they? Zombies.
Yep.
What are we gonna have in War of the Spark? Zombies. What are we getting in War of the Spark? Zombies. So, along with that was a new mechanic, which was Mass, which is a zombie token.
This is definitely Super Friends. Spell Pierce, that would have been good.
I don't know if this is Super Friends specifically. It doesn't have enough fuckers.
This is my 3rd Teferi I've killed.
Yeah, but
I guess Teferi to
they have
right.
Teferi, and what was the other one?
Raw. Yeah, that's true.
It's not like you're rolling against like 4 or 5 or 6 different planeswalkers.
Fine. No matter what, I don't like it.
I know, I get that. So yeah, we're getting a Mass, which is create a zombie token and then give it +1/+1 counters, so you can make
That's
them
no
and
good.
grow them. And that is going to end up tying into, along with the Planeswalkers,
Just try.
a mechanic that I know that you're fond of because of one of the decks that you were trying to run, Commander Anthology.
Decisions.
Proliferate or whatever it's called?
Proliferate.
Cut, yeah, but
It's coming back.
no news there that I can't pronounce.
So yeah, that one, that also seems like it's gonna lot of cool stuff coming. But... and a lot of reasons to be excited for the set that's coming out in like what, about a month? A little under? Imagine we start to see a flood of previews coming in.
I don't want that emblem to come out.
What did they say? I think like each card in the set is actually going to get previewed by a different player. So none of them are just going to be like thrown into batches, but things going to get some specification.
It's probably not going to pull off. Let's at least waste some tokens. Could be cheeky and do the double, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, just be able to jump everything.
I mean, they have such a vast amount of mana. The chances of me pulling a spell pierce off anyways are so low that I figure I'll go for a bit of token burn. Oh, what was the one I was playing? Oh, Thought Erase. Well, there goes my capture.
Dock on it. Not that take your beard. I guess they don't really care about
creatures, yeah.
Nuts.
Well, let's see what the wind blows in.
They've been rolling on a streak lately, but Mythic Invitational without this little aside from the dead as well. At least from when I tuned in on Thursday, much there as well. They were having audio issues, at least from the commentating side. When we were watching the presentation. Ooh. Yeah, they were having a lot of bleed from basically everything that was around them on the PAX floor.
Right.
Because we've been...
it's not quiet.
It's not quiet, and if you have another booth nearby that's like holding its own presentation, they have speakers, loudspeakers that they're broadcasting, people making their own announcements. So that was actually prominent in the background of the commentating audio
decisions
during those streams. That was something that they did end up getting sorted.
I think you might need to cover really quickly. I gotta go grab some pills. Oh, I think I'm getting a migraine.
Oh shit! All right, I got you, dude.
Try not to knock the green screen.
Yep. Oh. That dive down was not the thing that we wanted to see. Crap-a-doodle. Need more draws. The gas is too low.
Hope we get something good.
Continuing on with the searching. Shitballs. Yep. Dive down, gone. Don't care about the essence capture because again doesn't really care about creatures. Chazbot.
Back in here.
Stumble in as best as possible. Cards, the draws have not been going in favor.
I'm not surprised they haven't been going to my favor for... I felt like that, but then I've had answers. I mean, they're down to 9, but... Deck's running Teferi. That happens so often. You're playing aggro, you get them down low, but that doesn't matter.
It's control. Life total is a resource.
Pretty much. Well, it's not running creatures, so...
That's real science.
So yeah, there was the issues with sound early on. They didn't end up getting resolved. Then, as well, there was the questionable decision at the beginning to go through and leave the Twitch chat to open rather than sub-open, which led to a lot of colorful comments. A lot of people highlighted, and then as a result, they went through and put it in sub-only.
I noticed it was sub only. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, they did that after the fact. It didn't start as such. And again, a lot of colorful comments.
It's kind of, but I mean, you want people to chat though. They almost need like to do what Blizzard was trying to do, which gotta be signed in or linked to your account.
Yeah.
So that if you actually cause problems,
Then there will
have
be repercussions.
yeah beyond Twitch.
Yeah. Fair enough, but it still isn't going to stop people from spamming and shit disturb.
No.
Especially in a game that is free to play.
And
So you
I
can
mean,
just make throwaway accounts to go
That's
through
true.
and be a troll. But a lot
Yeah.
of people unfortunately would end up doing, which is why they went sub only, which was the wise choice. You still wanted to get some interaction, but not leave it up to anyone to just go through it. Yeah.
There's a storm coming your way.
And another one of the interesting things that arose, again, very early on in the whole invitational and the coverage of, was kind of shining a spotlight on some of the pitfalls, perhaps, in choosing Duo Standard as the actual mode for the event.
oh yeah,
There was a game early on that I didn't see live, but I read about after the fact a lot, where playing best of 3, well, not best of 3, so it's best
expansion
of 1.
explosion.
Damn!
Okay, get in there.
Playing best of 1 as best of 3. So on the first matchup, things weren't going their way, so they decided to concede,
Right.
figuring that they would be able to make it up in the next 2. Because there is a time limit on these things.
Of course, yeah, as there is in paper magic tournaments.
Yeah. The problem is, they got to their time limit, and as opposed to how it can operate in, it was running on a 5-turn clock, and once that clock ran out, they decided who won based on the standing life total. Which, as we had just discussed, life total is a resource. Something that they go through and mention to you many times. In many, like, intro tutorial materials. And it is not the determinant who was in a better position to
No.
actually win
No,
at the end
no.
of the match. And that was the point of contention that a lot of people had, is that the person who ended up losing that was in a much better position court state wise, and really it should have gone to judgment and not just a flat call of, oh hey,
Yeah,
you've got more life, so clearly you're gonna win.
I feel like they hadn't fully thought out how they would break ties. Hey, how's it going there, Seer?
Hey, how's it going? Ruination Seer. We are kicking it with the Treasure Constructed and just talking about the Invitational, which wrapped not too long.
Playing the mono blue tempo. It's over the deck that didn't win.
Yeah, that was, for me, one of the surprising things was seeing Autumn Burchett, who won the Mythic Championship, piloting mono blue, which is why we've seen it so much in Arena as of late.
Yeah.
And she ended up getting taken out by MTG Nerd Girl, who we ended up seeing at that content creator panel in Vegas. That's where we first ended up getting exposed to her, and it's like, holy crap, she ended up taking out the Mythic Championship winner. It's like, nice.
And doing well, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't seen it yet. I managed to miss it, so.
The trailer is so good. I'm so hyped for it, and yeah, I mean, barring the flub from when they tried to present it this morning, watching it on YouTube was really hyped for it. that trailer, they knocked it out of the park with it. It's the production values on it are so bloody high, which is why it's like they're doing so well with this, with the trailer and how the whole presentation of it, and same thing with the invitational. Like, keep doing this kind of thing, guys. This is what's gonna go through and widen your appeal and get more people, more eyeballs on this game.
Yeah, keep those production values up.
Yeah.
Like, those are the fanciest trailers. I mean, that they've released lately. Without even seeing the new one, I know it's going to be good. Not to mention even like the whole invitational. Those production values were fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, come on, we had giant sparklers for every single time that the players came out. It's awesome!
It's clearly only because War of the Spark is coming.
Yeah, the mode that they chose for the invitational
Yes.
wasn't the best. I really hope that it's not one that they continue with, or if they do, they make some serious adjustments and considerations with, because I don't know, it seems like this was another thing that came up from chat, was when they were going through and doing a giveaway for random swag to the people in the audience there. They had 2 people come up to the stage who have qualified basically to win the oversized cutout cardboard cards that were previews
Right, yes.
of the War of the Spark ones.
You're winning a match with 2... Yeah, that's the thing. With control...
You can do that. You can totally win with 2 life and control. So they did not think that one out. But yeah, they had 2 people come up because they had pulled islands, which according to chat confirmed that island are OP, and they're the best land in the game. They need to be nerfed.
I wasn't reading chat. I actually saw that bit, but that's wonderful.
So that happened, and then the people came up, and then it's like, okay, to see who was gonna pick first of which card they wanted, they rock paper scissors, and then in chat it was like, okay, so this is gonna be the gift then that they use to describe Duo Standard for the invitational. It's just RNG of you doing rock paper scissors to see who wins.
I thought you were gonna say people decided that was a fairer way to pick a winner out of 2 people than
No.
life total.
No, this was representative of how the damn thing ended up working out. Which, incidentally enough, back-to-back scissors. That's how you win.
Isn't it always?
Isn't it right?
You run in there, with your scissors.
Well, you're not supposed to run with scissors, but if you can actually master that ability, that's where the glory lies, apparently. So yeah, I mean, that trailer blew me away. A lot of people were left flabbergasted.
But all of blue should be banned.
Wow.
New ban and restricted list. Blue.
But only in MTG Arena Best of 1.
Yes.
It
Of
makes
course.
sense. It does not lend itself to Best of 1 formats. Therefore, blue is banned.
But Nexus is unbanned.
Yeah. We've unbanned Nexus, but we've banned Islands, and so I suppose you could still splash it in, like, green ramp decks. Okay, so just basic Islands. Yeah, that would actually work. You can still use the duels in the guild gates and things that tap for any color. Chromatic Lantern.
I feel like
We
you'd...
got this. We got this.
If you wanted blue, I feel like you'd have to run a chromatic lantern if you couldn't have basic blues.
We got this. Totally possible. And you have blues OP. Why can't you just let people enjoy the game? Reaching in the corner.
Oops.
No!
I'm sitting here waiting for my opponent to pass. I do that way too often.
I do that.
Oh, it's me.
Get on tangents. Like, oh, sorry, that's me. Sorry. Ooh-wee. Yeah, there was a lot of spicy cards that were previewed, some of which got me thinking about, like, combo decks.
Nice.
And things that could end up working out along those lines. the what was that one? 6 cost enchantment that mentioned Bolus. That one was just like that would go perfect with Lich's Mastery.
Wait, which one was Lich's Mastery again?
That was the one where it's similar to the emblem on Gideon of the Trials, where if your life total was less than 0, you can't lose the game.
Right. Forgot about the second stage of. Sorry, I missed that completely by me.
Oh, Phyrexian Scriptures?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's basically one of those you can't lose the game kind of thing. It's also hexproof.
Jeez.
But the caveat is whenever you gain life, draw cards. And I believe that's how it worked. And if you lose life, you have to either discard cards or sacrifice permanents. So you could get to the point where if you get hit enough, you basically end up having to sacrifice the actual Master, which would then lose you the game.
Right. We play in paper. We haven't been playing lately in paper, but yeah, that's where we got our start. Was in paper.
Paper is always the way. That is what we prefer, but it doesn't really lend itself to streaming as much. So
No, we haven't quite figured that one out.
we try as we may, we haven't really come up with a format to actually film it to be able to present it in a way that we've been happy with. We've attempted so many different setups for recording it, and
Yeah, we
we
have.
haven't come out with a single way where we're like, yeah, that actually looks good, and we could make that work. So,
And at this point, I think both of us actually have bigger collections of the new sets in Arena than we do in paper.
yeah, to be fair. Haven't been going as hard on the Return to Ravnica 2 Electric Boogaloo as I have on previous sets. Even going as far back to Dominaria.
What about yourself? Are you playing just Arena or paper or both?
And what is your preferred method of playing? Crazy collectible card game crack. Cardboard crack.
We've managed to remove the cardboard from some of it.
Comes easily.
Well,
So when you're digital, it's just crack.
well, I love the fact that, okay, they've introduced the sleeves into the digital, which then forego the whole basic purpose of what sleeves are supposed to serve, which is protecting your
Yeah.
cards. They're just there for aesthetic purposes and
The
like,
card
you know,
backs.
self-expression.
Of course. They're just card backs, that's all they are. They just wanted something different than Hearthstone.
Ah,
Oh.
modern paper.
Nice.
I have wanted to play modern, but it's intimidating. It's expensive. We also only recently got, like, the last 2 years back into like paper magic, so
Yeah, I came in at the end of Aether Revolt, and you came in mid Amonkhet.
yeah. So, I mean, I know you've been coming back in and out longer than I have, but yeah, we don't really have something that lends itself to a modern collection to bolster being able to play that form. Incidentally, I have a crap ton more vintage cards than I have any.
I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I was so close, and then they've stabilized.
I used to play back in like, I want to say
You're still
my heyday
one
was
step
from like
behind.
the revised Visions kind of time period, and I know you were like,
I was like Urza's Saga,
Yeah.
basically all the way up to Masks.
yeah, there you go.
Was my heyday. Yeah, the price tags on modern decks are ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it's off-putting when you're going through and seeing something like, oh hey, I mean, sure I know that this one is kind of polarizing on itself, but sure, you want to play like Tron or something like that. Well, a key component of, which is annoying to a lot of people, is Karn Liberated. How much is Karn Liberated going for? Like, even the Ultimate Masters version was not cheap.
Clearly, you need a set of the full arts too. Gonna go
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
you need to go through and have the masterpiece box topper that as well if you're going to be running it.
Though, in the same token, I mean, if you're going to invest a lot of money in a deck, Modern is probably a better investment because it's going to be viable for longer. It probably only be supposed to like your whole deck is only good for
well,
a year at most, and likely a month.
There's the argument to be made on both sides, because while Modern does have that longevity that's going to lend itself to not really having to do much with the deck, if it is something that becomes too oppressive in the meta, then it becomes subject possibly to the ban hammer, which in some cases completely wrecks entire archetypes to the degree that the deck is not only no longer viable, but the cards then in and of themselves aren't really worth as much as they were before. So like that whole investment, if you were buying them at the time when they were at their height, is down the tubes.
Yeah, that's
you take
for
a
sure.
bath on that. So it's risky in that respect. Yeah, fetch lens. Other than a few cards like Jace, Snappy, the Goyf, which we have the playmat of here that we picked up at GP Van. Yeah, it's the fetches. And I mean, the last time the fetches were printed was like Modern Masters 2017. That wasn't even all of them.
Only some of them.
Yeah. And like, if you've gone through and seen interviews with some of the R&D guys, they do kind of consider fetch lands, while necessary and a fun part of Modern.
Yeah, they don't want it in standard.
It's not something that they would bring around again ever. They kind of consider it, I don't want to say a mistake, but like it doesn't lend itself to or fast plays.
It would work pretty well in in Arena.
Yeah, no, that is true. If you get the big ticket cards, they are playable. Most Eternal format. Not every single one, because again, Pauper.
Yeah.
That's also an Eternal format, and that one has its own specific shenaniganry.
Are they killing me now? When do I have another round in me?
I don't. Doesn't look favorable.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can turn this round. I'm just gonna take the loss.
Because they're gonna hit you if, like, oh, it's 7.
I'm made weaker, but still playable, so that's good.
Okay. So it's not like, well, I mean, did the KCI ban just completely go through and destroy what was the KCI deck? But I mean, aside from that, it seems like the other ones have been, as you've mentioned.
But I realize I haven't won a match today yet. I've actually played a fair number.
Oh wait, are we gonna go through and check? Oh wait, no, we're
No,
gonna do that in
the
transition.
transition.
Right. We're doing that later.
I really should have built a deck for this. All right. I'm just gonna try another run with mono red.
Cool.
Let's see.
Why not? Why not?
Follow that by Gates.
Ah, Splinter Twin. Yeah.
I really don't know my modern that well. I've never heard any of those decks before.
I'm familiar with Splinter Twin. I follow in the shenaniganry with KCI because there was so much talk leading up, and everyone a lot of people breathed a sigh of relief with it.
Kind of like Nexus.
Yeah, kind of, except that I mean that only happened in one very specific corner of.
It's true. Those loops, though. Man, red on red violence.
Yeah, actually, I'm not familiar with eggs, so that's one I'm gonna have to check out. The shenaniganry of it, but that makes sense. If you have something that combos often, it takes an ungodly amount of time in order to go through and execute that combo. it's one of those things that again discourages. It doesn't make for fun gameplay. You're just sitting there watching someone do their thing, and it's like, hey, can I be allowed to play now?
No, that's true. You want tight gameplay. Like you want to feel like you have a chance to win, and you're actually fighting. You don't want to feel like one-sided slaughter.
Wonder Twin getting banned because they were literally the card in that would be. Yeah. I mean, other than our dabbling into offers as far into that, like building that.
And dabbling is truly the right word.
Yeah.
Well, you've played what, one game?
Couple games, yeah. Return to Ravnica Pro Tour. Okay, I will check that out. See how eggs operate. Oh, okay. Spiritual successor to KCI. So yeah, there you go.
My treasure's open to see what I can do in the next turn.
Yeah.
Options.
I mean, for older formats, I would go through and slap together a budget old school deck, but that's like very budget power. And again, because I have a bunch of vintage cards, might as well do something with this collection.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, them fancy card styles!
I love the friggin' card styles. They're pretty awesome.
So I can totally see what some people were saying about them and why it would have been nice if they would have made the inclusion on the options, which is to kind of turn off the parallaxing.
Huh, yeah.
For people who are sensitive to it, it was causing motion sickness.
Yeah, I can see that. And it's kind of just automatically doing the...
It does it automatically, so you have to hover over it to do so there, but as soon as it appears on the stack, it's doing it.
Yeah, that's kind of... Or I might just need to put a flag, or like just like an option in. You can say, alright, I don't want to see... I don't want to see these.
It really should just be an option so that you can turn off the motion on parallax and the option.
There's probably end up being one if it's actually making people with motion sickness unhappy. What I thought actually with the whole update, when I was thinking about it, is that I'm happy that this is how they're actually trying to make their money in Arena.
Yeah.
It's cosmetics, and they're going hard, but I don't care because it's not the cards. They made the cards easy to get. The economy is actually really nice. I think it's better than anybody was thinking it was going to turn out, and I feel like they listened to the criticisms while still keeping it, profitable for themselves.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Mentioned that. They've gone through, and because of all the criticism around the economy, they seem to really have dialed it into the degree that it works as a free-to-play grind away. Spend your time and earn what you need to actually enjoy the game kind of format.
Yeah.
Not something where they're just giving them away and it's just you don't really care about the cards that they're giving them away so much, or that they've made it so difficult that it's just frustrating to the point that you don't want to play while they're trying to earn. They found that great balance in the middle.
They really did, which is partially probably why the game is doing, so well.
Well, aside from the fact that it really is an easy way that's visually appealing to play the game, thusly making it something that lends itself to being able to present itself in streams and types of visual media. So you're like, this is actually engaging.
And it's fast.
Yeah.
Like, it's fast-paced, and, you still get most of the options of traditional Magic without being, Yes, I'm done with this phase. Yes, I'm really done with this phase. Yes, I'm in this next phase. I know I'm not playing anything in this phase, but I'm done with this phase as well.
I gotta click all the things. Yeah, it's not MTGO.
There's one important thing about Modern.
Uh-oh. What's the important thing about Modern? Is it the New Horizons set that they have debuting that's gonna go through and shake everything up?
Or is it that your credit card will literally shed tears?
Cries in the wallet.
Why is my wallet wet? My card's crying again.
Yeah, there we go. It's Modern Horizons.
Yeah, I know. I figured as much, but you know me, I can't help a bad joke.
Everything's gonna end up changing as a result of that. Modern is no longer gonna be what Modern tradition. Because the new cards are in some cases gonna replace already existing cards to a point that, you know, I was playing the old version when you can play the new version. And then as well there are I believe it's 50 or so reprints from Legacy that are going to be introduced into Modern.
Yeah, so it's really going to shake things up. And if it sells well, or maybe even sells mediocre, there's going to probably be another set like that.
Yeah. I think this is the way going forward.
Oh, man.
That way they can tap more into Modern.
Oh, shock me.
Putting out something like Modern Masters, because not doing Masters sets anymore.
No.
And without going the crazy path of putting out Challenger type decks. And undermine their reprint equity.
Yeah, that's what they need.
I mean, the one that a lot of people, at least from what I've seen, have been speculating about is Force of Will going to end up seeing an emergence and like an introduction into Modern by being reprinted?
Isn't that a reserve list card though?
No, not a reserve list card because it has been printed in Eternal Masters.
Okay,
and
yeah,
it
that's
was
right.
included in there because that one appealed to Legacy.
Yeah, it's so hard to know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So it's like, will we end up seeing Force in there?
I get the feeling, based on like what's been going on, is that they're gonna be really pushing Vintage and Modern as the paper formats, and I think they're gonna be pushing Standard more as a digital. I mean, I don't think they're gonna stop printing it.
No,
but
well, I mean, it's moving forward. It seems like best of one. The design. They're taking best of one into account for card design.
yes,
So that is going to affect Standard to a degree.
which will be interesting. Will we ever see best of one in paper? Do you think?
It depends how you play it.
You don't think it'd be good for Modern?
Probably not.
No. All it comes down to is that somebody at WotC decides that it might be good for Modern.
As a zero turn playable counter, it's kind of hard to justify it actually being good for a format.
God, I'm so sick of Thought Erase.
Oh, Erasure, yeah. Seeing a lot of that one being played at the Invitational as well.
It's a good card. I'm just on the wrong side of it. Any card is a horrible card that you hate with a passion if you're just not on the right side of it. Like Teferi is a terrible card. Unless you're playing Teferi. That's a wonderful card.
It all depends on what side of the board you're on.
I don't know why I'm playing in the first main.
Yep. Good way to go through and counteract those turn 2 or turn 3 kills that can often end up coming out of Legacy. That makes sense.
Hey, finally won a game.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag space in the graveyard.
Would those be like well, Delver decks? I really get more from them.
We should really try some Modern and one of those other applications that are available through the internet that are maybe not officially sanctioned.
To get at least our beaks wet with the format, have a bit more familiarity. with the archetypes and the popular cards within. Yeah, that's really a great idea. I mean, the most that we've really got to experience modern format has been through playing Masters.
Yeah, Modern Masters or Ultimate.
Yeah,
Masters.
our most recent one, yeah, playing Ultimate Masters. The feature. VP bans. We threw down for that because why not?
Going into bad automatic mode, I just made a really big blunder there.
Whoopsie doodle.
Just skipped through my turn.
You didn't get what they get to you?
I didn't.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Throwing in graveyard hate.
I could go for a very aggressive move right now.
Dredge. Oh, and Phoenix.
I don't think it's the...
Yeah, Arclight has really made a splash, hasn't it?
It really has. It really has. Actually,
It's cool that like cards that are being played in Standard though are making like a wide impact on, older formats.
yeah, which is awesome because I mean, it means there's gonna be some value left in your set afterwards.
Yeah, once it rotates out, it's like, oh hey, this card isn't complete garbage. Not just bin fodder. Yup.
Ravnica V3. I love it.
3.0, they knocked it out of the park.
It has been amazing, but I just like it.
That was a great name. The naming convention I think that we agreed upon was Return to Ravnica and Return to Ravnica 2 Electric Boogaloo. Because technically War of the Spark isn't going to be 3, so that's its own separate shenaniganry.
Yeah, it's kind of the, half-cocked sequel.
Well, it's...
like a game on the same engine.
It's set in the same place, but this is the culmination of, like, how many years of bloody storyline, so...
That's great. The trophy is great, yeah.
Yeah.
Skewer is great.
I was so
Out of
happy
the stage is also great, yeah.
Yeah, I was so happy that we ended up pulling ass trophies.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't we both get them at GP Van?
I can't remember which one of us. No, I think I got mine at GP Van and you got yours out of the box.
I got mine at GP Van.
So then I ended up getting mine out of the bundle.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was the case. But yeah, I got a assassination trophy out of a bundle, and then you got yours out of the packs that we were winning at the Turbo Town, the GP Van. So
I've made a lot of misplays in this game, and yet I'm still doing okay, which is the best part.
Oh, Cried the Carnarium. Interesting. That one actually has seen a lot of inclusion at the Mythic Invitational as well. That one was running, I think, at the very least in some of the Esper decks that I was checking out.
I don't know that one.
Black Sorcery gives -2/-2 to each creature, and
okay, I know that
if they go to the graveyard, they end up being exiled.
Yeah, no, I know that one. As soon as you start them, I'm like, yep. I've had my board wiped with that one.
Yeah, Electro Dominance. As soon as I saw that one too.
Brassus. Much. 4?
Because with the Dominance, you can go to the face, you can pick off a creature, and then get a freebie on account of it. I very much liked that card when I saw it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
They got the Crassus?
Yep. That's why I was being so aggressive.
Nice. Follow up with the brand. Or is this one the Shiny Goblin Pirate?
Yeah.
I love how this morning, just like, no preface to it whatsoever. I just message you, Shiny Goblin Pirate.
I'm like, I am not. It's what I think I had to like roll out of bed not too long before that either.
I am not. Lol. But you could be
Yeah.
if you redeem the code. Or at the very least have access to one.
I love the shiny.
They've done a good job with the cosmetics, pimping out your deck, really appealing to people that want to do that.
Yep, which is also a good time to remember if anybody wants to get codes playing Arena. They're above us. They're scrolling all the different codes that have come out during packs. I was kind of half expecting them to bring one out right at the end, actually.
True.
Thanks for making it to the end.
Yep, Team Scarf ended up taking it in the end. Gray Manguchi.
That's okay, I'll take that. Lanor is gonna go. Oh, actually, I'll pick up the
Yeah, it was interesting that
runner as well.
That the final ended up being mono red, mono blue versus Esper Control and mono white.
Yeah, that is crazy. Which is, in Arena lately, mono white's the only deck there that I haven't been seeing a lot of. Ooh.
I think that might be changing soon.
Or is changed already.
Watching it change in real time. As the meta permutates in order to kind of like adapt to what the pros are doing. Cockatree. That is not one that we have heard about. What was the one that we've been directed?
Don't remember.
They're on tap and the other one.
Oh, thanks for the follow.
Oh hey, awesome! Thank you, Renee Sincere.
Also good to know that that's actually working, the follow notifications.
Yes!
They've been iffy lately.
Yeah, we've been having hit and misses with the Streamlabs notifications. When we were getting people that are following.
Carnage Tyrant. I really want a Frenzy. I feel like that's like the best thing I could draw at the moment.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that you could really top deck to fully answer the Tyrant. That's not gonna do it. Yeah, that is what we're gonna have to go through and try out then. Cockatrice.
Ah, so yeah, so it's another one of those. Because there's tap.in or something like that. Untap.in, something like that is an online one.
Yeah, there's Untap and then...
And then there's Xmage, which is like a client you can actually get.
Yeah. And then there was that workshop plugin that I was showing you for Tabletop Simulator.
Right.
That goes through and like has all of the sets.
It doesn't though.
Which ones was it missing?
Some of the newest ones.
No, it has all of them.
I couldn't find the newest
They
one.
might not be in necessarily deck boxes. They may have been in those little baggies. But
Ah,
they're
okay.
still in there.
I'm like, I couldn't remember what the newest version was that I found. I was like, oh.
I was honestly figuring that would be too difficult to go through and try and build standard, modern, or any type of deck like that. It'd be more conducive for just taking some of Commander precons or some of the challenge or the dual precons and kind of just mashing them.
Alright, what should I try now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't mind if it's, more manually operated, since you do have the advantage to having access to the entire breadth of the collection. Trade-offs. What do you figure might actually go off?
I don't know, I'm gonna try Gates, I guess.
Okay.
What'll probably go off is a deck that I don't have actually built.
Rats.
No, Rats won't.
Not even Ratsuko? No.
Maybe, actually.
Let's not go down that path. Not again. Not
Yeah,
again.
mono green Stompy or something like that would be.
Well, at least from what little time I played, it seemed to be like people were just going splash heavy and throwing in as many different things that were just
Yeah, just get the good cards.
To allow them to get a good board state. Ooh, custom art into your cards.
Pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome.
So I've always been a sucker for just artwork. The old school artwork from back in the days. In Llanowar elves with the original art.
I think it's Summit here.
Buddha Summit thing? Yeah, I'm really hyped to just more of the park. Which I imagine would be starting not next week, then pretty dang soon, because that's going to be out pretty damn soon as well.
Well, I mean, technically it already started on the spoilers.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, having the daily spoiler kind of shenanigan.
Yeah, I'm sure
So
that's
it's just like full-on spoiler season. Let's get all those cards into the wild so people can start brewing and speculating and frothing at the mouth for that sweet, sweet pre-release cardboard.
sweet, sweet praise.
Which is going to be which that was another thing that they ended up talking about during the Mythic Invitational coverage. I didn't realize the last time that they actually had a pre-release coincide with one of these big major tournaments.
Yeah.
Was like back in Mirage.
Wow. Huh. I wonder what the pre-release is going to be like too, because it won't be guilds again. What
What do you mean?
Like, you won't get a guild pack like you have for the last.
Like a seeded one?
Yeah. Or at least I would imagine you wouldn't.
No, I don't. I imagine that this is just going to get the traditional sticks.
Yeah.
I don't know if. Are you going to end up having the stamped promo that is a Planeswalker? That would. I would imagine that would be the crux of it.
I could see that for
You
sure.
have your pre-release pack. So you have your 6 booster packs that have each one its own Planeswalker in it, and then it's War of the Spark. You get a timestamped foil Planeswalker promo that can either be uncommon, rare, or mythic. If you happen to be lucky enough to get one of those 3 mythic, happens the mythical. So I believe there is going to be a buy a box promo that is going to be a Planeswalker. I don't know if that means that there's 36 or 37 Planeswalkers. I mean, I imagine that we're seeing Bolus popping up.
I would be much happier if they went back to the old school way of just giving you a.
Oh, sweet! What happened?
Oh man, I am playing terribly.
You got this, buddy. You got this. Thank you for joining the Discord, and
Yeah.
We will check that out, and if we have any questions about it, we will fire off and let you know.
On my route, I put down 1.
So yeah,
Thank you for 7. Okay.
37 confirmed.
In a row?
Oh god. So they are doing the reboot to that anyway.
Clerks?
The Skewverse, so they're going back there again. So
Nice.
I believe we're getting a reboot to Clerks. I think filming on that one just wrapped.
Yeah, actually, I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
I think I saw Smith talking about that because now he's, skinny Silent Bob.
Oh snap! The legendary triple.
That would be amazing.
I hadn't even considered that. That would be damn. Because you can go through and pull your mythic. That would be your rare in the pack. Then for the Planeswalker slot, you could go through and get the mythic Planeswalker, and then as the foil card, you could pull a mythic foil.
Mm-hmm.
That would, yeah.
Yeah, triple mythic.
The trifecta pack. God damn.
That would be beautiful.
God pack. God pack. So much value. Oh.
Kind of have to find the Phoenix.
Yeah, because you pulled the foil as a mythic planeswalker. And the other one was a mythic planeswalker. And then the planeswalker slot was mythic planeswalker. And we only have 3 mythics confirmed in the set. So if each one was a different one, you would have all 3 mythics out of 1 pack.
Or if you're playing pre-release or limited, you could get like 2 of, and there suddenly you've got 2 of mythics from 1 pack. It could even be like stable draws and limited. Or interesting, get that in drafts.
Like if
That's
you...
3 people can get mythics out of 1 draft pack. Yeah, I like it. That's crazy. I hadn't thought of that.
A pre-release kit, and you go through and you pull the triple out of 1 pack, in addition to the guaranteed 5 plus 6 that you have out of the foil stamp promo. Like that would be 9 walkers in 1 deck.
That's gonna be so. That's gonna be crazy to see.
Oh. I want it to be pre-released now.
Oh,
Oh,
if only I had
bedazzle,
one
damn.
more land.
Twice.
This deck is interesting that they're playing.
Colossi?
I think I roots, and then Colossi,
Okay. Legit, so.
because Colossi will be
Make
free.
it free. Free skis. Free B skis.
I don't always get Colossus, but when I do, that'll be free.
So now do you hold up for... Okay.
I think you're right.
Yeah, unfortunately these days, if you don't have proof, it didn't happen, right? Oh, Innistrad. I didn't realize. Yeah, because you had the flip slot, your regular rare slot, and then as well your foil slot. So Innistrad would have been the last time when that would have been.
What about Dominaria though? Haven't you gotten a Saga?
Well, no, because
No, so I was saying, not
there was a
Dominaria.
rare slot, there was the legendary slot, and then there was the foil slot. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Dominaria would have
I can be right sometimes.
possibly been one. Nice. Magic Fest London. That is a
Yes.
that is a good enough reason to not go to the pre-release. This is that's a much bigger pre-release to be attending.
I wish we were going to the one in London.
Which I can understand why some of the local LGS there are a little bit buffered.
So I take it you're in the UK then, or at least Europe.
Yeah, since well,
Hey, we're still in Europe.
I was gonna say Google doesn't consider them to be part of Europe, at least according to the Stadia release.
I don't think we know if we're part of
I
Europe
know, or
anymore.
whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, considering most recent
There
votes
we
that they had on it were basically no to all of the above.
Are they gonna stop that?
Gonna counter the blaze.
Are they gonna pump this?
Make a bigger thorn.
Still won't. I mean, I can still swing in.
Yeah. Wipe the whole damn thing.
There's no point in processing.
Well, that is true.
Yeah, very true.
Not gonna change the geography.
What is Magic Fest London actually? Anyways, that's limited, right?
That's gonna be the point. That's War of the Spark Limited.
Is it War of the Spark Limited?
It's happening on the pre-release weekend.
Yeah, I knew it was on the. I figured as much. Because I know last year in London was also limited. I know because I looked at going.
Yeah, no, I remember. No, it's limited, and it's specifically War of the Spark limited because it's timed to coincide with the release.
Yeah,
The
makes
pre-release,
sense.
specifically.
I know that my brother's his reno's going on, so I wouldn't have had a free place to stay there. Or means to get there.
Yeah.
Details.
Shut up. Stop. Mail yourself there.
Wish I could.
I'd love to be able to go back to UK, but that does not seem like any time. Open up advisors? So
I know, I saw that. I was like, ooh.
there's a lot of protesting going on, so. Oh. Of course, I mean, they do that basically anytime. Anywhere.
Pretty much. I mean, France has been an advisory for a while, too.
Yeah.
That one I actually felt offended by, but, you know.
When are they going to put the U.S. as a travel advisory?
It has been before.
I don't know. I'm just like, when again?
I don't know if they've taken off the travel advisory. Due to the chance of gun violence.
Twice last year.
I believe actually the advisory was for like the South, like it was a bunch of states opposed to all of the U.S.
It wasn't just a broad carpet. Yeah, fair dues, fair dues.
How long have you been playing Magic for, anyways? Yeah. Oh, I can't. I think I paid that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. It's a Bane Fire for 9. I'm a little excited. I guess I can.
Don't worry, I've done that plenty of times where I've gone through and tried to counter and never miss it. Only to want to slap myself right afterwards.
I've never countered something unintentionally that I couldn't counter.
Again, you go into autopilot and it's just like slap, slap, slap.
Since 2011, nice.
Nice.
A long time. What set is that? Or was that around then?
Was that around the original? Or
No, that was.
2009?
Or sorry, the original one. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember I had a coworker. I say 2000, late 2009, early 2000, trying to get me to start playing Magic. But at the time, I was very hesitant and resistant because
You were hesitant and resistant when we were all playing it again.
I was. But then someone went through and just gave me like a box full of cards, and it's kind of like. How could I say no at that point?
Yeah, and then like what, a week later, like, well, we're gonna do a limited.
Yeah. Well, because I knew that if I ended up getting back into Magic, it was gonna end up being a similar pattern to what I had experienced before, and I was already doing with other things, like say Purchase 2 at the time, like take all my money.
And that's not what happened whatsoever. Oh wait, that's exactly what happened.
That is exactly what happened. Kind of happy, which is why we had the advent of MTG Arena, so that it could just be a time sink instead of a money sink. Which isn't to say that I haven't gone through and spent money on it, but that's a whole nother.
That's the whole thing. I don't even want to know the total on Arena. It was bad enough when they did the reset and I got all my gems back.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's a lot of gems.
Ooh, I did not realize I'd gone through and purchased all those gems.
And I'm just like, and I didn't buy those in the best pricing either.
Well, I need to buy more gems. And so it continues.
To get better at limited.
Also like how they have the variant of what would have been the new card back, but instead it has, you know, close but not quite.
Actually, you know what hit me like yesterday as I was watching back the back video we just put out. I was like, we should have swapped one of those in the last second for some of the sleeves.
Yeah, we should have.
Because it would have been really easy to do. Would have been, not now. Now that it's out.
Yeah.
Minor thing, minor.
Hindsight. I mean, I didn't think about it at the time, and I made reference to it when I was going through and putting in the description for the video, for the card styles and card backs. It didn't click for me, but it could have gone through and swapped it in visually.
They're mono. I'm debating what to do here.
You're expecting some sort of counter?
Yeah, I'm like, should I crass this? Or I could try and just keep Syncopate open.
I would go District Guide and your option. We do.
Yes.
We actually just put out a video yesterday where we were...
Awesome.
Yeah, we talked about all of that stuff, the multiple times at which they tried to go through and change the card backs.
Yeah, they got really close in
So close!
in Arabian Nights.
They had it all drafted up, and if you go through and you look at the packs for... I mean, that's one of the things that we tried to illustrate. The packs for the original 4 expansions carried on that sort of theme and motif that they had explored with Arabian Nights, and I can imagine that one of those card backs for Legends, Antiquities, the Dark and Fallen Empires would have been of a similar bent, that the card back would have looked similar to the way that the card packs themselves look.
I think I just gotta try this since I'm gonna still get the cards in the life.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't resolve, you still get that.
7.
And it's another thing that we talked about. Oh, what's that one mistake?
Is that Deckmaster? Or is it what people think is the mistake in the supposed pen mark in Deckmaster, which actually isn't a pen mark? Yeah, we were actually made that. The fact didn't actually make it into the video.
No, that one didn't. I kind of should put that in there as a bonus fact on the subtitles.
Yeah.
I might actually still do that. Yeah, there are a couple of Easter eggs if you go through and you watch it with the subtitle in it. There's a little bits of info that didn't quite make it into the video.
That full line I forgot.
We don't know if it got missed during the recording or the editing. It could have just accidentally gotten binned when we were just cobbling it all together, so things happen. Regardless, I still am happy with what we ended up turning out anyway.
No, it's fantastic. They're all minor things, and it's like anything you put out. There's always one more thing you could do, but
Yeah.
is it worth it?
Yeah, we found the point at which we decided it was the cutoff for continuing the alteration modification. But it's supposed to represent a leather-bound spellbook. So while it might not
It's
necessarily
pretty ugly
be,
brown, though.
Yeah.
I will 100% give you that.
while it might not necessarily be the most visually appealing, but then by that same token, it also does kind of, for me, harken back the original 6th color, which was brown for artifacts. So, But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like a spell book, and then the different colored card backs for the different card backs for the different expansions would have represented different spell books. So it's like you were going through and taking individual pages out of these new spell books and adding them into your own spell book. So it was like each deck was unique, and they would have been individual to the person that was going through and, you know, kind of amassing that spell book.
Yeah, the old artifacts had really nice honestly, I prefer the old artifacts to the new ones.
I like the old card frames, period.
Yeah, I need to, actually.
I mean, while I get that and I get why they made the change. I get that they wanted to go through and put the art front and center and make, you know, the legibility of things a lot easier and what.
Yeah.
It's just that the old frames had all of that flavor to them.
No, they really did.
They really symbolized what the colors in those cases represented.
I always really liked the black, that bubbling like.
Yeah. Or I mean,
Not that the other ones were bad, but that was one like as a kid always stuck out to me.
to me, the green one with it really hearkening to what it was like. It was a really earthy kind of thing. Like it was a wooden
Counter.
Yeah, it was like a wooden piece that it was written on, and then that was stuck in the card, kind of thing. Like there was so much flavor, and instead they really just streamlined them all and made them homogeneous.
Yeah.
But again, they were trying to flatten out the design and make it a lot clearer and simpler, and I mean those are things that they kind of started to explore when they were coming out with the starter version with like Portal.
Yeah, where they put in like the actual like sword and then whatever, just burn all your counters at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, the sword and shield to represent the power and toughness. The line break
Yeah,
to go
sure.
through and split up what was the actual like mechanic text of the card as opposed to the flavor text, which they reintroduced with Dominaria. That was something that they brought back from them into what is now cards.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting to see them going back and using old design choices and reincorporating them in.
I gotta try again here.
What else are you gonna do?
Was that leaving? 6?
Leave some.
Ah. Wrong plus. Do they have a win condition?
Is Mill the win?
Yeah, I guess. Could be.
Yep, and they used the tombstone next to the card's name if it had flashback. That was back in Odyssey block?
I think, yeah, Odyssey is where that came in.
Yeah, because we did
The video on Odyssey as
we
well.
we did the video on Odyssey where we went through, we talked about the history of it, the design for the set, and then as well Ganzo went through and cracked open a couple of packs of the set so that we could get the flavor for how that whole thing felt at the time.
Let's lead with the Gatebreaker and hope that burns a counter. Ooh.
There's a lot of things that they do with the flavor and the design that they just don't really do.
Well, and actually with the card frames, there was a whole bunch of times they tried new card frames out. I think they tried in 6th and somewhere else along the way, but they ultimately in those ones didn't change the card frame, even though they did eventually. But
Yeah.
they were really weird. If you look at like some of the test runs they did, I'm glad they didn't.
Well, I mean,
They were like completely laid out differently.
I mean, even some of the original iterations for what they tried to do with foiling.
It's true.
Like the ones before it actually made it into it just being the card frame foiled was just the art in the middle being foiled with. I think it was for Dragon Whelp that had that really weird kind of almost 3D-ish effect to it.
I don't have the land to
do the full Cinco.
Yeah.
Joke video of the fake card at Grand Prix Liverpool prize wall? Did not see that. We're gonna have to go through and check that one out as well. That sounds good. I really want one of those oversized cards, but if I ever get enough tickets for something like that, I'll probably just gonna end up spending it on like like I would want the oversized thing to be able to show off, but then it's like I want cardboard crack too.
I think I actually had enough for like one of them at the end of GP Vegas, but I was just like, there's no way to get one of these home.
Yeah.
Not one of the good ones though.
Yeah.
It was like the
Well, we talked about that at that point. It's like you would have to just post it to yourself.
yeah.
You need to go through and find the nearest courier place and have it sent to yourself. guy doing a zoomed-in view of the card. Yeah, because at Vegas we ended up having a cardigan posed by a couple of them that they had at the prize ball there. The text was excellent. Yeah, because you just ended up going ham on the playmats. Good choice.
Got my collection.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm glad we actually got the GP Vancouver ones.
Yep. Ended up pulling the trigger on those ones. Then it was worth it. Right. Yeah, because the oversized ones that they do give out have the modern card back with October 2017 designed look, all of that shit. So similar to the one that's at the top of the screen here. Opponent is their deck. Not quite, because that one has. No.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, we speculate when they might act, if they at all would introduce it as a hardback.
I feel like they got really close. They have nothing but counters. If I can destroy my own creatures that they have again.
The whole crux of their decks is counter all of them.
Counter and steal.
They Robin. No. Compared to one that I know is real. Zooms out, it's massive. Because, I mean, I know one of the proposals. Go through and do
Oh,
like,
they actually have a creature around.
there's a win con. Making like those reprints of the World Championship decks that they used to do, but so that you can ensure that they're not going to be like people attempting to play them in standard or whatever. Again, with the gold quarter, and then put them within the revised card back. What do you think? Cool place to see them where they could have been as an actual relevant.
This is some top tier jank from your opponent. You know it. Alright, what do they have? 3?
Yeah. Targeting the Gatso?
Nagazzo. Well, somehow their jank is kind of working?
Are they going to throw out another counter though? Because they did just draw a card. Did they actually top deck a counter?
It's plausible.
Did they pull like an absorb or some crap? Well, what have they burnt through so far?
I can do another.
We're going to do another Cinco, and that one just has to be.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2.
Just in case there's something they get missed.
Just because. Yeah. I love stacks like this when it's like stacks on stacks on stacks. But I don't even know where they're gonna pull mana from.
That was another thing that they decided to go through and look up. Talking about stacks. Like when they actually did go through and introduce stack.
When did they introduce it? That was from the beginning.
No, definitely not, because that was not something that was around when I originally played Magic.
Deck you played? Yeah, Jeskai would know. I've seen that before. That's why I was like, that was a legitimate question. Like, I know that they exist.
Jeskai no win con control. Oh god. Yeah, the stack was not something that was around from the beginning of the game. It was actually introduced in 6th.
That makes sense. Rule. Which was, when I was playing.
Yeah, because I pulled out a manual from 4th and started looking at it, and there they were talking about how spells originally worked, and it was batches. So things would resolve in batches rather than stacks. It was really weird.
I guess that's why interrupts were mandatory thing.
Yep.
I think stack is better because stack is easy to understand.
Before Teferi was printed, yeah. Oh, Teferi. God. Just keep going in the Teferi loop. Or when you watch your opponents fumble because they don't actually execute the Teferi loop, so.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm done.
Elixir of Immortality.
I'm like one
No
damage
salt.
away from killing their creature.
Doggone it.
That was one hell of a like drawn out match.
That was. And again,
Hmm.
top
I did
tier
lose.
jankage.
I need to use the washroom.
Okay.
Here, you want to find the War of the Spark while I do that, and then we'll throw that up when I get back.
Heck yeah.
I liked our old system better when we could actually go behind the screen.
Yeah, I know. Things being under minor renovation aren't really lending themselves to being able to do a quick swap-a-rooney dooney. Oh well. I am sitting here waiting for Ganzo, but in the meantime, I'm going to go through and look something up so that we can check out the War of the Spark trailer together and basically debut it to Ganzo, who hasn't seen it. Because I honestly think that the caliber of the animation in this thing is what they should be doing with everything going forward. And not only that, I realize that there is a, whatchamacallit, Ravnica novel coming out in conjunction with War of the Spark that is going to be telling the story. But moving forward, it's something that they should look into doing so that the story that comes out with each set, if they went through rather than coming out with it as like, you know, you get your weekly chapter or whatever, what if instead you had like each entry into the story was like a 3 to 5 minute video that was fully animated, fully written, voice acted on that level and that caliber, and then once the story was wrapped up in that animated 3 to 5 minute format, you put it all together and it made like a 25-minute plus featurette. You slap that up on the website, it's on YouTube. That would go through and expose, I figure, a lot more people to the actual storyline of what's going on in each one of these sets and get people more invested into the characters, into the lore, into the whole universe that these guys have built. Yeah, that's the common comment that you're seeing from most people, is that this is something that is good enough that it could be a movie. Leverage that. Run with it. We've already seen the quality that you guys are putting out from the Mythic Invitational.
Aren't they already talking about a movie anyways?
Probably. Okay, so that's the official guy. So is that pause?
Pick one.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. Tra-la-la-la-la. It's already doing the thing.
Never mind that transitionist. Let's see. Now it is. Let's do the swap.
Cool.
Bum.
doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ah,
Stop it before it goes to the next one.
please, Watsy, don't kill Lily.
Shazam!
I suppose we could treat death like they do in comic books and everywhere else, but you know, I mean, it makes sense for her character arc.
That's crazy trailer though, that's for sure.
Like the level of production on that, like look at that thing. Leave Dominaria alone forever. Who knows if that's what they'll actually end up doing.
Rush, you grab my water.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, of course. We still don't have any explanation to who the hell the Raven Man is. And how the hell he ties in with all of her, and other than the fact that he's always been there to kind of guide her and set her on this path that she's walked down. So are we gonna end up getting an explanation before she dies?
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe not, who knows? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about them doing a movie, but aren't they actually planning a movie for Magic?
I thought there was talks about it, but I have no idea.
I thought somebody actually had the content.
I wouldn't be surprised, but like
That
again,
doesn't mean there will be one.
well, like I had gone through and mentioned earlier, it makes with what they've done there and how they're trying to broaden the appeal of it. The story that we end up getting for each set,
yeah,
rather than going through and have it as like a printed web story that comes out in chapters, have it done as like 3 to 5 minute video shorts that focus on a scene or a particular sequence, that once they're done, you wrap them all, put them together as like a 25-minute plus video that coincides with the release of the set, so that it's ready, and that lays out the storyline. It gets people involved. It has them invested in the characters and the lore and the whole universe that they've built around this, so that people want to go through and play the game.
I feel like it'd
and
be too
give a
expensive. That's the
That's the crux, is that they're not going to want to go through and pony up for it every single set.
There's games with bigger budgets that don't do that.
It's
Even if they do like comics,
which
like,
they are doing. There's
really?
the Chandra comic out, being handled by, I want to say IDW.
I mean like free comics to to do the storyline.
Yeah. Now there's the one that is in print at the moment, which they've had the first issue for, and now we actually have I believe a release date for the second one.
That's
Or second issue rather, and what is going to be the story that they're telling for Chandra. I still haven't gotten around to picking up the first one, but anyhow, continuing on with the Treasure Constructed.
You gotta try.
Well, there was the like couple of decks that I'd gone through and put together that actually bear the moniker. Do we want to try dragons? Do we want to try Gruul Stompy? Or do we want to just try some... Is it craziness? Dragons?
Shake at it, yeah.
Maybe. Alright. Let's try the dragons. See how that does. Come on.
Ends in 2 hours.
Oh, snap! Yeah, we may have jumped in here on the 11th hour.
Yeah.
Oh well.
19th hour.
I stand corrected. Hey, how's it going, Muse? How are you on this fine Sunday? Beautiful MTG Arena beamed in from every corner. Had the invitational, going through and playing some Treasure Constructed. Freaking fantastic. So much magic.
Other than the treasure we're winning isn't dollars, but hey.
Yeah.
So I suspect with that, Tyler's Insight Parallax game, they give us back, right?
I'd imagine.
That's how magic works, right?
I think so. I just really want to see a damn magic animated feature.
That's pretty awesome.
Like, that's right up my alley.
So, I believe that there's rumors of an RPG game also in the works as well, so
That I heard as well.
it would be interesting to see what they do about it.
Rhythm of the Wild or Chromatic Lantern?
Wild Heavens? Gotta have that wild rhythm.
I suppose. Let's see how it all plays out.
And if it doesn't work.
I love my opponent's name though. Pro Poggers. Pro Poggers. Yeah,
Elf is
okay.
back in Pog form.
Elf or Alf? Oh, Alf. It's just, we got Llanowar Elf back too. Kind of in Pog form.
There we go. That's what they need to be doing. Magic Pogs. Bring it back.
Why not?
Digital Pogs.
Why not? We're already getting, what is it, Valor's Reach?
I feel like there's more effort in Pogs than that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really curious to see what that is going to end up like as well.
Yeah, I am as well. That comes out already.
Soonish?
I'll be back in half a second. We're gonna have my phone.
Not entirely sure when, but soonish. Should have gone bigger in that one, possibly. But then I was taking into consideration that I'm probably going to just end up sacrificing the Draconic Disciple in order to get the Dragon Token off of it, so no point in building it up too much if it's not really going to stick around. We'll see.
Valor's Reach, don't build it up too much.
Who, what now?
Maybe not build up Valor's Reach too much?
No, I was talking about my Disciple with the Rhythm of the Wild. And I suppose if I would have slapped the counter on it, it wouldn't have mattered because it was getting lightning striked anyways, so good thing that I got in with the haste. Reclamation, untaps, and end turn insight. Yep, that's fair deuce. Fair deuce. So yeah, here we Laughless. Defo Laughless. Sure. Because next turn... Oh, I'm gonna go hasty here.
Yeah,
Get those beats in.
I could go with
Everything.
it. Seems like it's just good stuff.
That's what this mode lends itself to. You have treasure chests. You can splash. You can go crazy. Throw in all those French cards that work. Take all the best stuff out of all the current metas and slap it together. Multicolor good stuff. Because ideally next turn I will be bolusing, and Laughless is going to go through and give me a dragon token off of that as well, so get most stuff up in... Oh, yeah, double bolus. The answer one, I've still got another one anyway.
Better than one bolus is another I've seen the Devil to Fairy in one turn.
Oh, where they go through and they ultimate it just as they've gotten to 8, so that gets rid of it, and then they follow up with another Teferi
Yeah, and then
to be able to plus it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, of course. That's the way.
It is out and not available in our region.
Hey! Dang it.
Surprise, surprise.
So I suppose with the Rhythm of the Wild in play, I could have just gone through and gotten lethal that turn. But, what else?
Yeah.
If I'd cast the bowls before I attack.
Yeah.
Not even taking into consideration the own things that I slept into my deck. Well, I can still reach around Niv.
Yep.
Phrasing, context. Damn it!
I was leaving that one alone. Let you stew in your own words. Yeah, I guess probably always a good time to remember that we do have the codes above us going for the Parallax cards. If
Yep.
anybody wants those who doesn't have the codes yet.
Words that you can type in and get free stuff in Arena. All this fancy new goodness. Spit Flame is not going to take care of Niv. But a Rabid Bite will.
Yeah, so you got Rabbit there.
Rabbit.
Rabbit Bite. Big teeth, man.
Ribbit. Come on, rabbit.
Not that even really matters. You're getting in 10 anyways. Well, it's crazy.
Yeah. Ideally, we'll see. We'll see how it all works out.
Personally,
Doing
for
the
me, I
thing.
just I would just concede when that was. Oh, yeah. They're digging.
Spreading it around. Okay.
Again. Bill's not gonna.
Nope. They're not going down without a fight.
They really need to get a counter. The only thing that.
The Rabbit Bite deals damage. It doesn't bite. There we go. That's how it takes care of Laughless. So the bite has nothing to target with.
Yeah.
Fizzles.
Oh. Fizzles and costs you to win.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was nice.
It actually would have been better to swing out. I mean, hindsight.
Always 2020. Oh well.
You probably still could win. Why? Yeah.
Yeah, Niv is great. That's why I have a number of copies in this deck, but clearly I haven't gotten them yet. Yeah, and that's gonna take care of Nikki.
Leave Nikki alone.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your wings? I'm going for. I can't make references.
You steal the wind beneath my wings. Yeah,
That was going for.
the Bette Midler one.
Because Bette Midler is the best Midler.
Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna play the lantern anyway.
Using all the fog power.
So much pogger, so much pogging. All right, so where's the slammer?
They are the slam.
Oh,
They're the slammer and you're the pile of fogs.
wilderness. Of course, get the double. Get the double. token.
Go to the hell. Should have a shiny one of those.
Should, but I haven't gone through and actually claimed those yet. I'm probably gonna do after this match. Shit. Do I lead with Nikki or do I lead with that cowl?
Now they're gonna counter it anyways, but
Go with the haste. Why not? Ideally. I mean, I didn't take into consideration that because of the haste, it was going to tap out my druid cowl to cast the Nikki.
yeah. I was about to say that.
Yeah. I didn't think to go through and, try to...
Double?
Yeah, of course.
There's the double. I've been hit by expansion a lot in the last couple days.
Woo-wee!
They're not going down without a fight.
Oh, heck no. Follow up Ned.
Oh, man.
Alright, what do I draw here? Nothing good. Shit.
An egg to defend against.
I'm hoping that this is just going to be as good as modern eggs, I suppose.
I mean, I feel that's better than vintage eggs.
I suppose I'll give the egg haste.
The plus one plus
I
one.
I know.
What is Spitfire? How much is
Speed
that?
hot fire, it only deals 4.
Ooh. Needs extra damage.
No, I completely flubbed that.
Or I felt a lot.
No, I completely flubbed it in that I could have gone through, cast the Spit Flame, tagged Niv for 4, cast the Dragon Egg, got back at Spit Flame, and cast it again. Critical fail!
Is it any target, or is it
Creature.
So
Yep.
I don't like their good gaming.
They know that I failed.
Yeah, they're watching the stream.
No! You got me. You got me, opponent. Wait a minute. Why would they be floating all that mana? Why would they be floating all that mana? Why would they have given me a good game before they floated all that mana?
Explosion. It took me a second. Like, well, it's not Nexus of Fate. That's banned in this format.
Oh, that's just beauty. I mean, I suppose technically it didn't matter if I would have gone through and taken out the Niv.
Oh man,
Look at that.
that's a stack.
Look at that stack. That's beautiful. Thing of beauty. That's why I have, like, was it 2 or 3 nibs in this damn deck? Did I even hit one? Nope.
No. There's a point yesterday where I was like,
And if I'd gone through and if I'd taken out Niv the way that I said that I would have at least been able to hold on for a little bit longer. Critical. What?
maybe.
It would have prevented all those draw triggers that triggered off of the
That's
expansion.
true. That's true.
So the expansion would have gotten me down considerably. Nah, with all the mana that they floated,
Yeah, but
they
they didn't have another round of reclamation or whatever it's called to go again.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think they might have been able to float the.
They would have been able to float the other one. Okay, you're right.
I think they wanted to show off the craziness of the combo. To which, to be fair, we
Not wrong. It's not wrong at all.
I mean, like, when you have multiple ways to kill someone, what's the most ridiculous and, like, elegant way I can pull this kill off?
How can I go out with some flare? Just not too much lens flare. Wah. Yeah, that's fine.
Or it's just like when you've got the almost lethal and you're like, I'm going to show you how I would run away from killing you.
This is what I would have done. All right. What is opponent running? Red. On a red.
No, they haven't used the code yet either.
Clearly not. Shiny Goblin Pirate. Good old Shiny Goblin Pirate. Okay.
When is the next big esport event from that? Now that this one's up.
I do not know.
I would imagine that there's gonna be
I don't know if they have anything announced beyond MF London. Not the freaking London.
But MF London is that channel Fireball. That's
Right.
CFB events. It's not an official Magic one because that's what the Invitational is run by Watsy.
Yeah, that's true. They've gone through and separated in a way of sorts their whole coverage. So if you want any GP stuff, gotta go somewhere else. They're not handling coverage or even written coverage of that anymore.
But didn't Channel Fireball?
They stepped up to the plate to fill in like the gaping hole that they left when they decided to pull out and say nope. We're going over here and doing our own esports thing and covering that in-house, so you guys got all the GPs. You got this. You got this.
By the way, you can't call them.
Yeah. Yes, no more judge shirts.
They don't need judges anymore. They've got a rule engine.
Yep, clearly. Takes care of everything. No way it could ever go wrong. Possibly go wrong. Possibly go wrong. First things ever gone wrong. Good old itchy and scratchy. Just don't forget to carry the one. It's always the one. You know.
Left it behind, man. Ooh. It's probably dead.
Probably.
Oh man, then it was the one.
Morpheus would not be happy. You leave my Draconic Disciple alone. Don't shock it. Yeah, this deck's
It's got a heart condition. It doesn't like shocking things.
This deck seems to be getting too slow of a roll on compared to Mono Red Agaro.
Your Garo.
It's all about that Agaro. Tra-la-la-la-la. I mean, you can still cast stuff. You could attack if you wanted to. Just, you know, do the thing. I'll take the 2 to the face. Fine. They're gonna follow up with.
I see. Can't see any other codes have been released.
Nothing as of yet. Oh, flaming.
Expecting Wizard's Lightning or something. Doing like that labeled with.
That's been tagged.
You can't just buy it outright. You need to get it some other way. Earned. It's like it is.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna throw out the demanding one. Lose a body or take 5 to the face? Taking 5 to the face. To the face! Not the face, not the face, not the face.
Gutter snipe. I haven't seen that running in a red for a little while. Actually, same with playing with Kel, to be fair.
That third chapter on Flame of Keld is gonna kill me.
Is it the third chapter?
Red sources deal damage +2. I guess I niv.
Gonna do the whelps one.
Blue.
Double blue.
I guess this one also needs to be blue.
Oh yeah, it's triple.
Triple blue, triple red, and these are my only red sources. So those ones have to be the blue sources. Because of reasons. I guess we throw out the druid, get another body on the floor, block the pyromancer, and eat that, I suppose. Do I attack, or do I refrain?
I would attack.
I just don't necessarily want to take too much damage, and that they could burn the crap out of me as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go no attack.
Okay, if you attack now and get him down to 5, that's next turn.
Well, no, I would have gotten them down to 10.
Sorry, I meant
Yeah.
down by 5.
Sorry.
Up to 10 of them. Yeah.
Lethal on the next turn, but
Listen to what I mean, not the words I say.
No, fair enough.
I'm
I'm just worried that if they go through and they get in like that.
They're not. Again,
Decline, I have to.
you have to decline. You can't take it. No way you can.
No, because that's 4 + 2. That's lethal.
Yeah.
They could do
Yeah,
this.
they can.
They can do the risk factor again, which would ping me for 2 again. Not like on a Lutz instead. Do I go to the face or do I go to the gutter snipe?
I'd go for the snipe. Kill it.
Screw it, to the face.
It's all
Yep,
like
they got me. They're gonna cast the shock and it's over. Can I just ping myself?
you could actually, because even if you had taken out the gutter snipe, you still on the stack every time.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter then. Yeah.
If I would have attacked the turn previous
Yeah.
anyhow. Yeah, got it. Well, I got more skewer styles.
No, actually.
No.
Just like most of my matches. This.
No.
But it doesn't feel so demoralizing when you're like, wow, I already have that. So.
That's
Fiber
true.
rust.
So, I mean, I guess since I haven't gone through and redeemed these, I may as well. So, everyone watching at home, this is how you go through and claim your goods.
Which again, codes are above us. Slowly going along. In fact, right there, that's the one right in front of us is the druid. Swing druid.
Sweet! So
Druid. What's nice with these, unlike the other ones that you buy in the store, you actually get the card as well. So if you don't have the card, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Only one copy though.
Yep.
But still. To be fair, most of the ones that I have full sets of anyways.
Probably.
But
So,
still nice of them.
I believe the other one was
Pirates.
the Karate.
You already done foil fungus.
That one I have not. I was waiting. Again. So, yeah.
Again, the one right up there.
Yes. I'm timing these out perfectly.
I don't know if the other one does. It's amazing to see it instantly because I was kind of getting them as they came out, and it was like redeem in like I think it worked 5 minutes later. No, it was legitimately like 3 minutes later. It popped up.
Because everyone was going through and freaking spamming them in there, and overloading them.
Not only that, when it didn't pop up, I put it in a second and third time.
Come on, it's gonna work, right? It's gonna work.
And I know I'm not the only one who did that, so it's like slamming, basically DDoSing the service. And then I'm sure Parallax Potion.
Parallax Potion I did get, yes, and Super Scry. So I believe that is everything that they had gone through and put out with conjunction for the Mythic Invitational. Look at some packs though. Crack
Yeah,
those.
get your season reward packs.
Woo-hoo!
Wild. Don't you have a place out of that?
Maybe. Yeah, I definitely. Sphinx of Foresight. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. And... nice. I needed more of those, doggone it.
Double up, because you got one from your tracker too.
Yes! That much closer on that Golgari Deadly Discovery. I kept on calling it the wrong thing the other day.
Challenge.
Yeah, we need to play more of those.
I'm gonna try and work up something. You know, have it like randomize the decks we have to play.
That would be cool because what was it I saw recently? Like the other day, I think it was Professor went through and did a Challenger stream.
Challenger deck stream.
Yep.
Before ours.
No, after ours.
After ours.
Yeah.
I saw a couple people. Oh.
Yeah, why not? It's relevant. The decks are coming out like what, next month? So I mean the lists are out. You can go through and slap them together yourself and test drive them either best of 1 or best of 3 and see how they fare. So yeah, breeding pool. Sweet. I like my duels, I like my shocklands. That works. So wait. Okay, but anyhow. Jumping back into the mode. What am I gonna pick this time? So dragons did not do the thing as I'd hoped.
Go for it.
Do I go Gruul or do I go Is It?
I feel like I've seen Is It do better.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the Is It. If that doesn't do the thing, then I'm gonna go Gruul. But I'm hoping this one's gonna have some success here.
All the way to 7.
I thought it was 5.
It is 5.
So wait, I'm gonna lose 1, win 5, and then lose another one. Even though I've already technically won. Yeah, perfect.
You got your nibs.
I guess.
That good enough to suffice for early? It is the treasures though. You're gonna get those nibs
Early.
early. Or is off or banned. That would be banned. Parrot control.
Esper. Oh, Esper. That combination of Teferi and Kaya. Woo, that's nasty.
Yep.
It slaps.
It really does.
Oh.
I've lost to it many times at off-life game. I actually tried Or's off-life game earlier today. Did not work so well. To be fair, my Or's off-life game is pretty old and not necessarily the best. By that I mean not the best.
That pride mate is gonna hurt.
Nothing you can do about it at the moment either.
Nope. Like, look at that. Look at that.
You're not even know the 1,000 storm or anything. How much is that one? Oh, that's a different one I was thinking.
Yep.
Oh, I don't. Thinking Beacon Bolt, and that would be absolutely useless. Moment.
Legion's Lieutenant? Damn it.
But I don't know my Izzard that much. It's bot flash play enough.
I'd really like to be able to play off with Nib and Slay, but I think I need to dig. Not for an island.
Shock.
Dilute.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Jesus.
I could, but I think I'm gonna have to. Damn it! Yeah, alright, fine. I really wanted to go through and try and cut down the fragment, but that's not gonna happen. It's gonna get so big that I'm not even gonna be able to block with Niv without trading. That's the problem.
No matter what you choose.
As long as it's blue or red.
Okay, fine. Touche. You know what I meant.
I know. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of black, green, and white mana at it. That's how that works, right?
Actually, yeah. Actually, I love doing that when I'm like, I don't care. I like picking like a color that doesn't even like match my deck. Mortify. I'm mortified.
Can't even
Yeah,
chump
go
to the
for
pride,
this.
mate. Why you gotta be like that, Morty? Oh, jeez, right.
Like another person.
Something like that. It's gonna be a while. Guys, this is
Nope. No, it's not.
not at all.
I mean, you got this.
Yeah, defo.
And by got this, I mean, you
I'm probably
totally
gonna
don't got this.
die on the next turn. I got this so much.
Well, to be fair, what did he gain? A little bit more life?
2 more. They need to gain 2 more life before they swing to be able to effectively kill me.
Rejuvenate?
Revitalize.
Revitalize, that's it. That pro.
Yes.
I'm not firing on all the cylinders.
Hmm.
Well, that's another way to do it.
Yeah, that's definitely another way of doing it.
That was fast.
I have my reservations about this deck now. Shit, am I gonna go 0-2 again?
It's plausible. Oh no, and two. Twice.
At this rate.
But you're doing it in style, not just right?
That is true. That is true. Wait, I didn't actually activate the cards yet. No!
Yeah, it's over.
I should have turned on the card styles before I went into the match. Card says, Yeah, I'll just draw my way out of everything.
That worked so well last time, didn't it?
Yep. No way that this plan could possibly go wrong. Bottom of my life. I need to be able to pitch that phoenix into the damn yard. Go! Be reborn to the face of my opponent. Mean. Yeah, that's cool. I want cheaper spot. Yeah, it's fine. I get it, it's basically a bolt. Two-part bolt. Ah, damn it.
Must be the first run to it. Skewers isn't, or like you, different. Actually, one thing would be nice if it was easier to turn it on for all decks.
Yeah, you could just go through and blanket enable it for all the decks that actually have it.
Yeah, instead of
Included.
each deck. Alright, no, you kind of know the next one now, really.
So we're getting the electrons right now.
Not even able to attack with it. Super charged from that time isn't.
Necessarily the biggest deal.
Yeah. I think you're probably going to opt on there.
Yeah, good call, Tyler. I'm gonna save the treasure for now and hope that it actually pays off later for the ramp and the splash and all that. Good Jasbo. How are you finding the mode so far this weekend? It's nice that it's on for free.
It makes those losses up.
Yep. Feels a bit better. Yeah. I mean, I'll be able to cast it next turn. Come on! It doesn't matter though, with the opponent continually going to the face on me like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Indeed. The goblin should be open for an explosive turn.
Oh.
And the Izzet do lend themselves to explosions, but doggone it! So they're gonna be able to fire Brand. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get burnt out completely. I mean, the voice is. I think Niv is still my best play, but I don't think that saves me. Blue and then the rest red.
That would have been good.
Well, that still wouldn't have saved me.
No.
It was another option that I was exploring in order to get the Phoenix out. But that like still wasn't saving me from them going to my face. That bloody hard. Damn. Okay. I have one other purpose-built deck for this, and then the rest is just kind of like shenanigansy decks, which, I mean, from what we've seen, might actually end up working in this mode. But
Possible.
I still want to see if that Gruul is going to go off. Just considering my other attempts don't seem to. Really hope that Dragons was going to do something.
I had high hopes, actually. That's why I suggested it as the first one.
Yeah. Let's try that. If not, maybe I'll just go for like full-on burn, as that seemed to be working well for most other people.
Didn't work well for me. I think oh no, I didn't want to red. I managed to get the one word in, so.
You haven't been as Trogdor as other people have been, though. Not fully burninating the countryside. Trogdor!
Yeah, maybe.
Burn. Sure. Why not? Oh yeah. Karn treasure map would be broken as hell with this. Think of how big those tokens would be. We just keep on amassing them. But not, I mean, as in the mass mechanic, I mean, just collecting. I guess I'm gonna have to stop using that word in that context.
Next year?
Yep. That could prove a bit confusing. So I guess I want to go turn 2 Glorclaw? Or do I wait for a turn 3 Sarkin Hellkite? Sargan. Or Sargon.
Where's the Glorclaw do again?
Makes things bigger and then gives trample.
Like the Glorclaw do that.
Aye. Tezzeret and Storm the Gates. With early game? Yeah, that would be legit. Oh, Tezzy. Making all those after craziness. Lots. Lighting up the stage. Brought another light up the stage. Save that.
But yeah, that kind of pigeonholes you wanting to really cast everything. So.
Yeah, you could just go, I want to say like Demir.
If I'm not, I've been playing.
Demir artifact decks.
Actually, yeah, I did play something similar to that.
Yeah, because if you have Karn, you've got Tezzeret. What other? I mean, Phyrexian Scriptures obviously goes.
Oh,
Works off of the artifact shenaniganry, but I mean, a lot of the other stuff I'm just kind of thinking back to Kaladesh, which is no longer. Okay, is it artifacts? That is an option as well. Yeah, it's just a lot of the good artifact things that I was thinking about were rotated out. Even though we still got to play with them in Arena for a bit. So that was nice.
best of them too, because it was still closed beta.
Remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Is that a flip one from Rex? Cool away! My memory is failing me.
They only storm the gates. Is it?
Flips into Tolarian Academy? I'm trying to recall the recent flips. Generates treasures when your creature deals combat damage and flips into a land that adds for each artifact. Oh, okay. And it's Izzet colors.
As far as I picture it, I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I know, it's... So it has been floating around in the Karn plus Tezzy decks. Oh. On it. And it works well with mass manipulation. Nice. Do I swing out? Do I only swing with the Hellkite, or do I just hold back completely?
What do you want? Especially because they could just use one of the Pyromancers and Firebrand. Got them in a compromising position. Or a double shock or that too.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been able to swing with the Carnage Tyrant, but that was fortunately not there yet. Damn, summoning sick.
Yeah, why can't they just all do that?
Yeah, pretty low on the health.
Just a lot.
Because that's the problem. If they swing out, I block the Pyromancers, they can get in with the Firebrand, and if they have one that smacks me in the face for 3, then it's all over, folks. Rhythm and the Leafy. Oh, they're going for the Experiment instead.
Oh man, that's...
Yeah, but they don't have anything that they can't play anything off of it.
Let's say that's a big gamble on their part.
Yeah. That's a really big gamble on their part.
Rhythm into Steel.
Like, they can't bounce back from this now. I've got them. I swing out, this thing gets everything trampled. Tyrant already had it.
It's done the calculation.
Finally!
Four more to go.
Whew.
What wins those?
So what was the, is that flip from, because I think we had one in Rick's, did we not? Yeah.
I can tell you that's not from Ixalan.
No, it's definitely Rick's, because that's when we ended up seeing the dual colored flips, the gold ones. That's, I specifically remember that Boros one that worked off of the keywords that were commonly associated with First Strike, Haste, Double Strike. Or at least creature mechanics.
That all transforms.
Transformer cards. More more than meets the eye, though that's completely different to CCG at this point. Yeah, okay, cool. Storm the vault! Yeah,
That's it. Storm the vaults.
yeah, that's the one.
I haven't found it, Boots.
Yeah.
I remember it now. Storm the vaults.
Yep, definitely the one. Just trying to remember what it is that it flips into. Stompo.
Keep scrolling. I'm almost to the S's.
So I think I'm gonna Rhythm of the Wild next turn so that I can get off the Hellkite the turn following. And that way it can come in with double Riot. Oh shit, or I could just Rekindling Phoenix this turn. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that instead.
Phoenix.
So, Storm the Vaults, Tezzeret, Karn, Treasure Map, Mass Manipulation, and that's a straight broken. I like it. I like it. And this is where they go through and Wizard Lightning my Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah. Yep, that's legit.
Sorry, I meant the combo, but yeah, same with that.
And then they go through and shock or fire right. No, Chain Whirler.
So yeah, it's
Value. What does it flip into?
It flips into Vault of again or something like that. It's
Vault of Katlakan.
yeah, it's add mana of any color to your pool, or add blue to your mana pool for each artifact.
Gift of Paradise and some Fountain of Renewal. Yep. Too legit to quit.
You're underestimating my ability to quit things.
Okay, fair enough. Sweepers for board stability, yeah. That does sound like a winning combination.
At least a good possibility of one.
That's the thing, it's like seeing all those things, reading all those card names just makes me hurt a little bit because I had most of that stuff pre-rotation and then gone! I can't build those decks no more.
I miss my collection.
So do I Hellkite and go to the face for 5? Or do I Active Treason their Chain Whirler and swing at them for 3?
Because how are you gonna swing at them for 3 though? Active Treason and haste?
Yeah. Post.
Yeah,
Or should I just go with the Hellkite right now? Hellkite?
go for the Hellkite. Get bigger damage.
So
The
double haste? That's what we're going with, right?
Like you wanna, maybe go for X.
Fine, I guess.
Oh, those combos.
Oh yeah. The little things that just play off of each other. All in the details.
Age.
Oh, steamy.
They're gonna kill your.
No, they're just gonna end up swinging this for 9. Hey, I'm down to 3.
No,
Crap.
they're gonna kill you right now.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even
Skewer.
need to, Skewer or the Wizard Lightning. They don't even need to pop the Steam Cannon.
Shaz Bazio. Attempts were made. Oh well. I mean, at least I've cleared a win.
The Skewer the Critic. Not too many of those, right?
Of course not. Those are money.
Like the Parallax Channeler's Insight is going to be quite the badge of honor for a little while there.
Oh, that Chemisters. I don't want to start playing Control again, though, just so I can show it off.
That's true. Speaking of which, I was just going to say what actually worked for me yesterday when I was trying to rank up into Legendary.
Mhm.
I changed my avatar to Fairy because 1 in every 10 games somebody concedes when they see the avatar. It's kind of hilarious. Especially because I wasn't playing
You just don't.
mono red
yeah.
most of the time.
You don't expect it to go that way. They're going wild growth? Oh. I would love to be able to go full tilt treasure, but I don't have enough wild cards in order to be able to build those decks. I went through and just well, I used a bunch in order to make the challenger decks, 2019 batch. So I think I'd be hard pressed to make one from a completely different meta at this point.
Play wild cards as well.
Yeah. Part of the gig, unfortunately. I think I need to fight with fire, the damn walker.
Yep.
It cannot live.
Don't want it to grow.
I mean, I'd like to be able to kick at that thing to the face instead, but you know. Tis what tis. Yeah, I wish my card collection was at the level that it was at pre-rotation, pre-open beta wipe.
Heck out of this game back then.
Yep. When it was closed, I grinded that game so damn much. So much stuff. Since it was still in the closed testing period, they were really generous with those things as well.
Yeah, well, remember when the earliest days where they just every Friday they gave us a bunch of packs?
Yeah, you got your weekly 3 packs. It was awesome. Control the life game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that gets way out of hand today. So usually it's in like a Gogari mid-range. They've at least splashed with odd art.
Well, that's what treasures are going to lend themselves to.
That or their Simic. Expiration, that's what I'm looking for.
So they have a Hadana in play. They left all the Hadana sitting on top as well.
But once Hadana flips,
Did they just play out the other Hadana? And...
play out the other Hadana. I mean, thing.
Yeah, you're right. I think it is going to have to be Phoenix.
Yeah, it's Phoenix, and then Steel or Walker. But that's one turn.
Yeah, singular, not plural. I mean, at least this way we can trade with the Walker, and hopefully they won't have any way to deal with my token.
Well, no, because they're gonna +1 it again.
Still trade though.
Yeah, it's true.
5/4, it'll get eaten. Now they're gonna go for the Druid because that gives them 3 mana, more ramp. Woo!
Nice.
So now they can cast something for 7 potentially. That heights. That Druid with the Hadana's Climb. It's beautiful.
I actually haven't seen Hadana's played in a long time.
I would expect more of it, what with Proliferate being the thing.
Yeah.
It's back, baby!
Back again.
Okay.
Yeah, it does flip into our legendary lands.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't keep both legendary lands, but you can have a Hedana out as well. And if you actually try not to hit the point where you're putting on creature that's going to cause it to flip.
But I think they're already at that point anyways. You can.
Yeah, you're looking at that. Right
It is a choice though, right?
Actually, I think you're right.
Do I play the Giganto or do I just active trees in their crisis and go for 9 to the face? It leaves me open to being slapped though.
Probably better.
Giganto?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that would be better if you were more rush.
True. Oh, Shazbot. Should have gone Mammoth.
What's the mammoth? Yeah.
I'll do... Can I do Mammoth on the next one?
What is the mammoth?
Unless I go through and I draw another land, I can't play Mammoth on the next one. It gives all my creatures trample. Which would be great with the Gigantomosaurus.
Oh, you can Primal Hunger.
Yeah.
Good consolation cast.
Spelling is overrated. Feel language rebel. Okay, so technically I can play the Mammoth now.
I can't even spell spelling.
Okay, so do I Mammoth and then swing out with the Phoenix and the Gigantosaur? Because then they'll have trample. Still not going to eat the that's not going to do anything about the crosses, but the Gigantosaur is a pain. Or do I active trees in their crisis and then swing out?
Primal Hunger in the end. That as well.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I feel like that might be better than
Treason and then Galta?
land in it.
I don't want to overplay my hand.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we do better with the treason.
Screw it. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
We're on the same page, so it can be wrong together.
I should have tapped out my land manually so that I wouldn't have tapped out the blue forest.
Yep.
Oh, Mystic! Nice!
What? Of the things they could miss it.
That was nice. That was very nice. Screw it, I'm playing the Galta.
You should be able to Mammoth next turn, and that's probably be annoying.
No attacks.
Painful.
What's the
I
thing?
think it's the right move.
I want to be able to block a crisis.
With what?
Phoenix.
Oh, cool.
If they swing out, which would then leave them exposed in the air, so they're not likely to do it. Okay.
Not that.
I love it when they do that. Don't you know? Not a Harry.
Once they get it, they're gonna do the Hadanas.
Make it fly. It's 12. Does it trample?
It does
It does trample. They're going to be able to carry over for 9.
Back with everything.
Carries over for 10.
Wait, that is a okay, yeah, I said that is legendary land.
Blocks.
I mean, I guess they're gonna be able to do it again next turn.
Which is going to fight. If only I could do both, but I can only do one. In which case, I guess
Well, legendary rule would, even if you could play both legendary.
Sure, I suppose.
What else are you gonna do? I mean,
I've got no choice other than to swing out completely. Because this thing tramples, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
It's gonna go over that. I guess this is what we do.
I was trying to do the math on that. I was like, it's gonna be close. 1.
Yeah. That heights.
Ow.
So dang close. Because there was no way that I could protect myself on that backswing. Do it! Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have rabbit bites and stuff like that in here. I wasn't hitting anything.
You know what craziest I've had lately? I've hit like so few Jins in my Mono Blue Temple. I played a lot of games. I was like, what?
They're just not going off for whatever reason.
Yeah, I just wouldn't get them. I know
Bloody
I
hell.
have this.
Well, card styly. I mean, do I just go full Burning Nation then?
Don't know.
You know what? Screw it. Why not? I haven't played Burn in a while. Let's do it. Burninate the damn countryside. Do this. Yeah, I would love to be able to build a Karn Tezzeret shenanigans deck, or like, as we discussed, a Revel in Riches
Yeah, deck.
win by default treasure deck, but don't have the resources to be able to slap the thing together. I wish.
And all the wild cards.
Unfortunately.
If only I could buy direct.
I think I have a singular treasure map and no Karns.
Find the card.
We never did. Except for that one time that I actually ended up getting it out of the win reward.
That was
pre-wipe. Of course. Can't enjoy it for too long. Get that flavor, get that taste.
Now you can.
Lose it.
You won't lose it to a white dislocation, so it's back to being like.
Yay! Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, though, to be fair, I can imagine that many people will be stoked for the eventual rotation of Teferi, so you know how things go.
Yes. But is there something worse than Teferi in what we haven't yet seen from War of the Spark?
Potentially.
or a Teferi? Actually, was Teferi one of the Planeswalkers?
Super slow. Come on, register. So opponent is playing mono white weenies? Seems like. Yeah, another bodyguard, go wide weenies.
Something that comes out a lot now.
Well, I mean, I was having success with the challenger deck variant of
Yeah,
it.
you really were.
United Assault was friggin'. No, I unfortunately do not have a Karn, and a singular treasure map isn't really going to get me there, unfortunately. I had a playset of Karns prior to the wipe. I'm pretty sure I also had a playset of treasure maps prior to the wipe. Oh, Tribunal, take it. Static field, I imagine it's going to go. Yep.
2 earns.
All good though, Tyler. No worries. No worries, buddy. I miss things all the time, even in the games that I'm currently playing and supposedly paying attention to. Get another field out, because that one is gonna go disappearing soon. And it's like, I could go through and play the gutter snipe, but I'm worried that... Do I want to just go through and waste my tokens? For the Skewer instead. Get a blocking body out.
Yeah, Teferi is in
Screw it.
the Planeswalker.
He's gonna be one of the ones from,
This is staying last spawn.
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't remember if there was or not.
Now the question is, mythic or rare?
That's yeah, that doesn't mean it's going to be better than.
Doesn't necessarily mean strictly better.
Actually, it probably won't be, just because that other Teferi's been so good. It might be.
Yeah, I will agree. Having a treasure map is better than having no treasure maps at all, but with these kind of things, you do want to go through and build your decks towards consistency. And if that's going to be something that's going to really lend itself to favoring what your build is in this mode, I want to at least have 3 ofs in the deck.
One of those.
And even doing 2 ofs, it's too much of a lottery. Oh, Loxy. Why you gotta be like that? Yo, resolve. I think we're hitting that memory. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna be a lot of slaps to the face.
Yep.
Alright, what am I drawing here? Tormenting Voice, which I can't even leverage the Arclight with yet. Like, should I? Like, do I play the snipe and then follow up with a Tormenting Voice? And then potentially ditch the Phoenix in hopes that I can bring it back later? Do I just throw out the Phoenix now to put pressure on them from the other stuff that they're going to likely be attacking with? Oh, this is painful. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I've tried to go through and counteract that with, like, what do we call it? Flame of Kells and risks, but one of those things. Alright, do this. Right, do the red. Discard Phoenix, do the thing. Hang off the 3. Draw thing, getting another Tormenting Voice. Do I do it? Yeah, screw it. No, I'm getting timed out and it's just skipping me? Yep. Yeah, fair enough.
Slow play.
Yeah, I had the judge called on me.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Oh, it's Judge Bot now.
Oh, judge bot.
I would actually try to remove Judge Bot on Discord. I know you can actually ask it rules questions.
We should start bothering it then.
Well, you can actually look up cards through it.
Yep, my slow play meant that I am holding Tormenting Voice for next play for next turn anyway. Or at least one of them. So now they swing out with everything? Yeah, we're not having the discard clause is kind of nice. I will agree with you there. Do I just throw it in front of the Dauntless Bodyguard and eat the rest? Only 6.
Yeah. I have a pump.
Drop some spells, Phoenix. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't do enough playtesting of this mode before we decided to just jump into it. And I didn't really build the burn deck specifically taking this into account. Oh, Danto! I don't know how I feel about this. Yet another one? Yup. Clawing back all of that burning that I've been doing. Oh, damn! Look at that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh. I mean, throughout the Tormenting Voice. Okay, do I toss the mountain or do I toss the Phoenix?
Ugh. Lucky.
Sure, let's gamble. It's not like it's looking too promising for this anyway.
This might be one of those good times.
I mean, hopefully if I end up drawing, like, 2 shocks or something like that. No, just...
Halfway there. Halfway.
That's the... Asta? There's nothing else I can do.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. It's worth the gamble. Possible.
So that's the thing, I can hit them for 6 and get them down to 7, then ping for another 2. 5. Can I survive? Nah, but it doesn't matter because they're going to be gaining back 6
Yeah.
anyway. Flippin', flappin', loopin', groupin'.
Loopy land.
Yeah, doubled up with the torments. Possibly. Possibly. Probably. I think this is putting too much of a hurtin'. Do I really want to lose the gutter snipe though?
Not really. Oh, man.
That's still letting 10 get through, my god.
Well, you have more than 10. Barely. But if you don't do that, you're letting lethal through.
This isn't enough, but at least I'm trying to do something here. So in hindsight, it might have been better if I would have just taken out some of the vampires to mitigate their life gain, but I'm also trying to stem my bleeding.
Yeah.
Everyone takes beats. Plays out, and oh, look at that double-digit life difference, and history. So good, so good.
There's no place out of those. Be wipe.
I think I did as well.
I got one now. And
So I menacingly play my land. I GG.
which anything would have been better than that.
And then I seed. No point. No point in running until the bitter end. Don't want to get more bitter about it. Okay. And I can't even swap things. Dang it.
Oh yeah, I don't even think you can make a change. One, no sideboard.
Well, it ain't dual standard.
I wonder when that's actually going to come in as like something you can play. Or if.
If. Very big on the if.
That'd be really weird. So like, the actual competitive is a mode that you can't actually play unless you're in the competitive?
Well, I guess they did not like their opener. They did not like Chandra.
Yeah.
We did it!
Get rid of those. Alright. 4 more people just need to concede when you
And then we're golden.
clear path to victory.
Insight all the way. Come on, Chemisters.
You're dumb luck. Come on, let's go.
Well, no, it's because the duo standard is comprised of best of one. It's just a series of best of ones. So that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
So
yes.
you're already playing it by playing Arena.
Well, yes and no, because it's the 3 best of one, right? Or
3 best of ones based off of 2 decks. So the way that it works is that first matchup goes up. There's the coin flip as to who's going to be playing first. And then there's the coin flip as to which deck each person is playing. Followed up by, next round, you play the decks that you didn't play before. And whoever didn't go first on the first one, goes first on the second
right.
one.
you know, if there's a tiebreaker.
And then if it goes to the third one, then it goes back to what you did on the first one again, except for the fact that you get to pick the deck. So coin flips for
Right.
priority of starting.
And point what's the deck you play.
No, the deck,
Oh,
then you
sort of,
choose
yeah.
it. At that point, you choose the deck. Spear turn 1, Gutter turn 2. I like that. I likes the sounds of that. Because then I can go through and play the risky on the next one and get some bonus ducks out of that. I mean, is there really any point in going through and playing the Phoenix? I'm gonna say no. I want the value off of the Phoenix, and that's what I was worried about.
They're running. Flagley.
All right.
Stand corrected.
Hey, it's easy to be led down the path of believing that that's what's going on because
And I'm playing way too much standard. 95% what you think it is It's
few and far between that they end up getting with the curveball in the middle. It's like, that's not something that I've seen before.
yeah, or the whole deck at least.
Because I love it when you go through and you see random weird jank like that, but
Especially when it like wins and like if you've lost a bunch but you lose to like some completely weird like deck you've never seen, it's kind of like, well, at least they didn't lose to the same deck over.
yeah, I won't spin the Phoenix. I will turn 3 factor, but I'm gonna do that hopefully on their turn. What are they gonna do? Or do I do it in response to something that they do? Looks like they're trying to do something on my end step here. An insight. I guess I risk factor in response to that. Takes the 4. Doesn't give me the cards. Yep. 8 resolves. Come on. Been running too long. It's getting to the chug-a-lugga point.
I think it's over time too.
It's post-invitational time. Everyone's getting on there to try out the decks that they've been seeing winning throughout the weekend.
I've come to the conclusion that those hiccups now work.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, screw it.
Well,
Now everyone's down to 15.
you get 15. And you get 15 health. Back to thanks.
I'm tempted to. Yep, that's good. That's good. Meh. Still gonna do it. Yep, should have gone with the Phoenix. It would have gotten countered, would have gone to the yard, wouldn't have been such a big deal because hopefully it would have come back. That was my last go with that frenzy though. Excuse me. Risk factor. Top 5 cards, reveal a creature card, put it in the hand, the rest on the bottom. Okay. Incubation incongruity. Got it. Got it.
How many you get the Phoenix?
Hmm?
You get the Phoenix come back? How many?
Yeah, 3. It's just the one in the yard there. It's not really doing that. Do I just go through and get rid of their bodies so that they can't?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was only one Phoenix in the yard. Oh, the punts. Why pass when you can punt instead? Ooh, the Whisper Agent with the flash. No, all good. I was hoping that there was 2. Clearly that's not the case, though. Alright, so I'm down to 9. Not so mighty number 9. Let's... What? There was a lot of hype going on that one. You know how that turned out. Yeah, I guess. I gotta dig here for something. Oh, come on!
Stop with the thrilling of the Mystics.
They're good! It's such value, I get it. It's just... Damn it! Damn it. Yeah. Counter on a stick, all the things.
That's kind of an interesting...
Yeah, I really like it. And that doesn't get me there.
No, that's too short. Are you sure?
Hells yeah, I'm sure. I hope that they appreciated that on the other end. Good game, good game. Smack myself in the face. It would have been nice with a lit up the stage. Oh well, I got some more skewers. Kaisis. Well, I think I've had my share. I
think for either of us to get a chance at that is back to the deck building board.
Yeah, I need to go back to the drawing board and really come up with something purpose built. I thought I was onto something with at least that is that one that I was going with, and that not even close. So
well, at least we've given you lots of suggestions on what not to try.
Yep. And I mean, by gauging from what our opponents were playing, a lot of insight into what's actually going through and doing well. So. I think I'm a bit burnt out on this though. But we do appreciate the suggestions and the help and just hanging out with us and chatting along, Tyler. It's been awesome, dude. So thank you for that. And yeah, definitely going to go through and, I mean, for my own sake, I'm going to go through and try and slap something together based off of the suggestions that and the discussion that we've had here, and see if I can get that damn insight before it rolls out. It's not going to be on stream, but...
We're going to try as well not on stream. We'll see.
Yeah. But maybe I'll actually go through and do some recording of it, so if I do end up pasting that sweet Chemister's insight, put up a clip of it, some highlights, some shenaniganry. Hopefully all the tweaks will actually go through and pay off for that.
Chemister's insight don't sound like a truck.
I'm going to go to my local apothecary and see if I can find that. We usually stream on Fridays. We've been trying to get in this following Saturday stream as well, but I mean, we were going through and kind of working on some video production stuff, so that ended up throwing off that schedule. But we're going to see if we can jump into regular Friday and Saturday streams, even though Friday is guaranteed that you can always find us anywhere. Yeah. And usually the two of us, and unless something comes up and it's just one of us taking over for the other. So yeah, Fridays you can find us on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer if we can ever get that working again.
At the moment, just YouTube.
Yeah, at the moment just YouTube and Twitch, but time.
Oh, what time Friday? We're usually live by about 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah,
give or take. We stopped posting a time because if we put a time out, we just miss that starting time. But it's give or take like an hour from that. Is
yeah.
Good, you know, gauge. Okay, give or take 2 hours from that.
It's
usually after.
Take it into consideration that there is kind of like work being done on the building that we're going through and posting the streams out of. So But yeah, if you go through and you sub to the channel, you should be able to go through and get the notifications whenever we do go live. And if you want to check out more of our backlog of the different streams that we've done for all the different events, all that should be able to be found there as well.
Streams. Like we've done basically every event that's ever been in Arena.
So many streams. Or at the very least, we try. Very least, we tried. You know, schedule permitting. So, with that, again, thank you, Tyler, for joining us, and everyone else that also joined in on the stream, chatting with us, and we hope to catch you guys in the next one.
Good luck on getting your own insights there too.
Oh yeah.
And don't forget about the codes if you haven't got them yet.
Yep. Get some free card styles, and also keep up on all that War of the Spark hype, because that is looking awesome. So hopefully we'll have more stuff to talk about that in the next stream. Well, until then.
Nice chatting with you.
Nice chatting. Peace.